Yeah, we back. The original bull rat. The original bull rat. We in the building, but we got EST, of course. He's gonna tap in. Rasta, Chris, probably, and whoever else whatever op want to step up and got something to say, y'all can tap in too. But anyway, guess who we got back? Mace Loke, he in the building. Mace Loke, man. Be rad, how you doing, homie?
Living, maintaining, doing the same thing. Yo, what up to Kim? Thanks for the shout out. Stephen Charles, what's up, kid? You don't know my name by now? You don't know the kid by now?
Oh, yeah, word. Don't be cutting out the homie B Rad, but wait, they didn't put my name, so whoever Kim, I don't see Bush up there. I see B Rad.
Yo, it's B Push. You know that shit got connected. That shit got corrected. You know what that's supposed to be.
But hey, Mace, a couple people hit me. They want to know what's going on with you, man. You've been MIA for a minute. What's up with you, man?
Man, I've been listening to you, feel me? I've been doing all this court shit, going through court. You feel me? I got a little bit more time. You feel me?
Yeah.
Sitting in the hole. You feel me? I got into it with the CO. Well, first I got into it with my celly. I punched my celly out.
Oh, and then, what happened there? Why you punch your celly out? Why you do that?
Because he was I was in Salinas Valley State Prison.
Uh-huh.
And I was pacing the floor. My celly keeps looking at me in the corner of his eye, so I asked him what he's looking at. And then he tried to get smart with me. So I ended up stopping him out. You feel me? And the police spraying it down. You feel me? And then after that, they take us out the cell, bring us up, and all that. And then a CO tried to get smart with me. And shit.
What you mean get smart? Hold up. Go back to what did he say that made you knock him, beat him up, and punch him out?
Get him, Mace. Get him.
Of getting smart with you. What is going on?
Yo, Mace Loke ain't having it. He's not having none of it.
I was like, what you looking at? That's my celly. I told him, what you looking at? And he was like, I ain't looking at that. I ain't looking at you. You ain't nothing to look at. Woochie woo. So I was like, man, you better shut the fuck up. And then he kept on. So,
that sounds weird, though. What kind of man say you ain't nothing to look at? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's some third grade shit right there.
He's a weirdo. So, I ended up stopping him out, and then he ended up calling a man down because he wanted to get up off the cell. I ended up doing this at like 3, 4 in the morning. You feel me? And he ended up calling man down to get up off the cell. And when PO came up to the cell, you feel me? They seen the blood in his mouth and shit, and they seen his jaw was kind of swollen, so they started to cuff up. And my celly, he proceeded to try to telling the CO that I didn't hit him and shit. So I ended up kicking him in front of the CO, and CO they ended up spraying in our cell and shit, spraying me down, and they ended up cuffing me up and shit. So when I go to the holding cell, they put me in the holding cell and shit, and then my celly, he go to medical, he comes back, and they told me I gotta find a new cell. So I was like, all right, let me go get my shit. They was like, no, we got you. You can't go in the cell with your boo and all this bullshit. So I was like, all right, whatever. I was like, make sure all my shit is there. So when they go up to the cell, they pack my shit up. They put all my shit in boxes and shit. And then they put my TV in the box and put a heavy ass box on my TV screen. So I got hella pissed. I was like, hey man, because them TVs cost like $200 and something dollars, $250 something dollars, and I know my family ain't got 200. Huh?
I heard some music in the background.
Oh, my bad.
I ain't got no music playing.
Right, go ahead.
But I told him, you know, my family ain't got $250 to be wasting on me and shit on TV and shit. I was like, get that shit up off my TV. And homeboy, he blatantly disrespecting me in my face. He was like, yeah, whatever.
The cop? The CO? The cop you talking about?
Yeah, the cop.
Wow.
Yeah, but he ended up saying some weird ass shit. So I was like, all right, nigga, what, you think I'm sweet, nigga? You think it's sweet? I was like, all right, we all went up to the store, we're going to see what's up. So, you know, motherfuckers be whooping off at the lips. And, you know, be telling the CEOs all kind of bullshit and really ain't with the bullshit. Mm-hmm. But me, I'm something different. They thought I was one of the weak ass inmates that just talk and they with the function. So when they opened up the door, I got in the CEO's face and I was like, now what you were saying? And then he was like, man, just go get your shit, whoopie whoop. And I was like, man, you was fucking all that shit. I was behind the head. I said, say that to my face. So I appreciate him. And then he like jumped back. Like he wanted to get down. So I they grabbed me and shit, started putting their hands up. I was like, hold on, man, I'm trying to get my shit. So I walked over to my shit. And then the CEO came behind me and shit. And I turned around and he right there. So I clicked at him again. And he jumped back and then he started to like jump at me. So when he jumped at me, he grabbed me. So I was like, oh, I'm about to beat the shit out of you. And he grabbed me and shit, and then I ended up getting my arm loose. And he got his hands wrapped around my waist and shit. So he's trying to take me down. So he can't take me down because I'm too strong. My lower half of the body, I'm a football player. An ex-football player, running back. So I got strong lower half body. So when he grabbed me, he got his hand in my chest. So I ended up grabbing a handful of hair. And I pulled his head back so I can get the good punches. And I started smacking him in his face. And the other CEOs, they trying to wrestle me down. And I got this CEO and I'm beating the hell out of him. And the other CEOs, they finally get me down after I hit them about 10, 11 times in the face. They get me down and they rough me up. You already know how they do things. You know, they rough me up, put knees all up in my ribs, feet all up in my back and shit. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, y'all ain't get this while I'm standing up. Y'all want to get this while I'm down, right? So they was like, shut up, quit resisting. And they keep on, roughing me up a little bit.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
So I was like, all right, whatever. So I let them rough me up a little bit, you feel me? And they put the cuffs on me, the ankle cuffs, and then they put the handcuffs on me, put my hands behind my back, put the handcuffs on me. I'm out of air, so I can't really breathe and shit because, I was wrestling around with 3 COs, and then they put the cuffs on me, they lift me up, throw me in the holding cell and shit, and
you have 60 seconds remaining.
And that was it, huh? Damn.
That was it. And what happened? Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Finish up.
But I ended up, they ended up giving me a battery on the CO.
Damn.
And I'm gonna call you back. This shit is finna cut off.
Yeah, for sure. When you call back, we gonna get back at it. We got to fight on the other two.
All right.
Damn, little bro. Battery on the CO. What up, EST? What's good, homie?
Man, what up, man? What's up, B-Rad?
What up, E? What's good, kiddo?
What up?
B-Rad,
Hey, you catch that that Donald Trump Joe Rogan interview?
Oh, bro, come on! I live stream that shit, bro.
Bro,
Come on.
Okay.
You know, I'm a total Trumpaholic, apparently.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Bro, we better win. We better win.
Hey, salute to Mace Loke though. He out. He doing good. He sounding good spirits.
Yeah, he's still doing good. You know what we here for? We're gonna get into the Schmirk, the Durkio shit. But B-Rad had a follow, EST. Can you tell Stephen Charles to shout him out too and stop playing?
Who is that?
Yeah.
Stephen Charles.
Charles?
The disrespect is real. The disrespect is hella real right now.
Hold on.
I'm not having it no more.
Who we talking about?
Stephen
Talking about
Charles.
people purposely leave my name up out of shit like I'm not fucking around here.
Oh, what up, Stephen Charles, man? Salute. Appreciate you tapping in.
Soft.
Hey, Mace. I'm gonna let you hear this, and we're gonna get into this Durk stuff. It's a lot going on. I got a bunch of videos loaded up. Rasta Chris about to tap in probably. But yeah, man, I got footage of the rat that was wearing a wire. We got Whack 100 with talking crazy shit allegations on somebody else. It's going down, but let's just get the rundown. Let everybody know. But if you've been under the rock,
rap artist is behind bars after a shocking arrest as authorities accuse him of being connected to an alleged murder for hire plot. Chicago rapper Durk Banks, better known by his stage name Lil Durk, was arrested yesterday after allegedly attempting to flee the country, and at this time he's being held in a Broward County jail in Florida awaiting transfer to the U.S. Marshals. According to the FBI affidavit, the Grammy Award-winning rapper is charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. His arrest comes on the same day as federal prosecutors announced in California the charges of 5 other men for the attempted murder of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo, whose real name is Taquan Bowman. Prosecutors say those 5 men all have ties to Chicago gangs and all targeted the Georgia rapper in retaliation for the murder of Chicago rapper King Von. According to prosecutors, all 5 men, who include Kevon London Grant, a.k.a. Vonnie, Asa Houston, a.k.a. Boogie, David Brian Lindsay, a.k.a. Brown Eyes, Keith Jones, a.k.a. Flocka, and DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, a.k.a. Diddy. They all face charges including conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire involving death, and use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. And the most serious charge carries up to the death penalty if convicted. According to prosecutors, all 5 men have ties to Lil Durk's hip-hop group Only the Family, also known as OTF. OTF was founded by Lil Durk more than a decade ago. And according to the FBI, OTF members engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Lil Durk and to maintain their status in OTF. King Von, whose real name was Davon Bennett, was also a part of OTF and frequently collaborated with and was a longtime friend of Lil Durk. King Von was shot and killed in November of 2020 outside a nightclub in Atlanta. He was killed in the early morning hours of November 6th during an argument between 2 groups that escalated into gunfire. And he was fatally shot by Quando's associate Lil Tim after the argument. The indictment doesn't name Davon Bennett, aka King Von. Instead, the charging documents state a high-ranking OTF member described by the initials DB got into a physical altercation with someone referred to as TB, and the circumstances surrounding that incident mirror King Von's murder. The indictment says after DB's death, co-conspirator 1 made clear in coded language that they would pay a bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in killing TB for his role in DB's murder. That co-conspirator is allegedly Lil Durk, who authorities say made it known he would pay a bounty to anyone who killed Quando Rondo. According to the court documents, the men used an OTF-associated credit card to buy plane tickets to LA in August of 2022 to search for TB, who is allegedly Quando Rondo, and using funds provided by Lil Durk. Durk allegedly texted an associate arranging the flight, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." And prosecutors claim when there, Kevon Grant booked a hotel room for the men to stay at and provided the others with firearms. Grant allegedly procured cars, ski masks, and firearms that were used to find, track, and kill TB. According to the FBI, there is video evidence that Durk was staying at the house in the San Fernando Valley that day. A lot of the stories that we cover here at Law and Crime are very tough to tell. According to the indictment, Kevon Grant allegedly rented 2 cars, one of which had a fake license plate for the men to use and follow Rondo and his 24-year-old cousin. But when Rondo and his cousin stopped for gas, according to prosecutors, Asa Houston allegedly drove to a nearby alley before Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unidentified man known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2 carried out the shooting, which was captured on surveillance video. Rondo wasn't injured. However, his cousin passed away after being fatally wounded. According to court documents, the 5 men and co-conspirators used facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, such as planes, cars, cell phones, and the internet with intent that the murder of TB be committed. After the shooting, according to the indictment, the men went to a nearby burger spot to discuss payment. Then on the same day, the credit card was used to purchase tickets for Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, Asa Houston, DeAndre Wilson, and co-conspirator 2 to travel back to Chicago. Lil Durk wasn't named in the charging documents against Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston. But according to the indictment, the defendants were offered money and lucrative music opportunities with OTF for the murder of Quando Rondo. Prior to Lil Durk's arrest, the Chicago rapper was being sued by the mother of Chicago drill rapper FBG Duck. FBG Duck was murdered in 2020, and his death led to several convictions in a federal conspiracy trial last January. But his mother sued Lil Durk, OTF, and King Von's estate, alleging they were all involved in the shooting as well. According to the suit, OTF operates as a criminal enterprise. After Grant, Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, and Houston were arrested Thursday, the FBI says Durk booked 2 flights from South Florida airports, one to Dubai and one to Switzerland. He then reportedly booked a flight to Italy, but was arrested in Miami before he could board that flight. Lil Durk and the other defendants are being held pending their transfer back to LA.
So damn
Going to
retarded.
Switzerland.
They don't care
Going to-
animals and everything. Like, first of all, like, is this really gangbanging if you got to get a bag to get an op? Is it really riding sliding for Von if you got to get paid to do it? Second of all, why don't they learn about some of the numbers? Like 5, 6 dudes a hit is retarded. It's absurd. You feel me? You know you're going to jail, and then you're doing it in these affluent areas. Maybe Durk knew he's ready to go to jail. You feel me? He's ready to flee the town. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You feel me? But at the same time, they did the same thing with Duck in the same situation. So maybe this is their learning thing right now. They're learning because there's new money for them. When you get a certain level of gangster, that type of money, how we seeing the outcome. And this is a
Fucking
damn purse to
amateur
get
hour.
that key to the city. Because the key, you see, they came for his ass. They gave Ron the key. They revoking it now. But they gave him the key. I mean, they gave Durk the key, and they on his ass. But no, that got nothing to do with it. But I'm just saying, man, this is a tragedy, man. This is crazy. Because the star power that we had, and he was on his way he was on preaching peace, maybe because he knew they was on his ass. But it would have been such a beautiful thing if it was really if that was really real. You feel me? Because he was a powerful dude. Man. He fried, he cooked. I don't think he gets.
I mean, it's a win and a
Yeah,
loss.
but what do you think's more real? What do you think's more real? Making a couple songs about peace and hope and being a nice guy, or putting money on somebody's fucking head? Your man was a fucking straight serial killer.
2 things could be true. We all know when the war was over with.
Oh, absolutely. But actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. Songs are words. Putting money on somebody's head is action. That's action.
What I'm saying is the peace came from when the war is over with. That's when the peace is being made. It was checkmate on the other side, so now they want to make peace. But they didn't know
so he
about
just
the
killed his way through. He kills his way to the ops, and now it's just okay.
Shit was not even real. Oppie wasn't really real shit. There was some dumbass rap shit that turned into some real shit.
That's what I'm saying. And shout out to Quando. He just dropped a track called "Life Goes On" like 2 hours after. You know,
Damn.
Yeah, Quando ain't want none of the smoke after that shit popped off. Like, come on,
it's not that.
It's not
bugging. He knew the feds were watching. He knew the Fed exactly. He knew the feds were watching. It would be dumb to call out all out war. He knew the feds were watching.
Yeah, he also swallowed a mouthful of his best friend's brains when his boy got hit.
Okay,
in the
well,
whip
we gonna
right
go
next
back to
him.
Bush Point though, where it started, right? I want to highlight the fact of they're mad at Quando Rondo because he protected himself. What do they want King Von to beat him up so they can go and make songs and joke on him?
That's what I'm saying. The beef wasn't real beef.
Yeah, so y'all mad because a man y'all would have did the same thing. Now you mad at him because he didn't lay down and get beat up.
Yeah. When y'all rap, y'all say y'all ain't fighting. Y'all say y'all not fighting. Like,
hey, see, and this is how I know they're not real street niggas, because listen, a real street man would have said, regardless if we took a WL, he stood up for themselves and they did their thing. It ain't always gonna turn out in our favor. They stood up and they held their business. We gotta salute them for that because we tried them.
He got emotional. King Von was his bag. King Von was a big bag. King Von was a big superstar. You feel me? That was his bag. He got emotional when he really should have kept it G. And I see you in traffic, maybe whatever else. But to put a hit, that's crazy shit. But when you rapping and then you got the fans slide for Von and this and that, that's crazy.
And these people who've never been in the streets commenting, hey, but credit to your point, what you just made about how if it was slide for him, why we have to compensate y'all. That's crazy. That's a crazy point, bro. That's a crazy point. Yeah, you do it for the love. You do it for the love.
Ain't nothing happened to Duck till Von stepped in the hood with the bag. And then something happened to Duck immediately.
Yeah,
Mace,
that's true.
Hey, and Mace,
that's true.
Like back in, when you was out there and in Cali and things like that, if a motherfucker, you ain't getting paid to slide on the ops, you ain't supposed to get paid. That's almost different. I mean, how you feel about that?
Getting paid for sliding on the ops. Like, motherfuckers out here will slide on the niggas free, you feel me? Like, on some gangbanging shit, like, to get a few dollars for sliding on the ops.
Is that gangbanging?
That's cool.
Yeah, but is that gangbanging?
Yeah, because, it still is, because you got homies in the hood, the low level niggas to go slide on niggas.
I hear you.
He's sliding on hoes whatnot. So it's still gangbanging. It's still gangbanging whether you get paid or not. It's gangbanging because you sliding on the op or you paying somebody to slide for you.
And guess what?
I guess what he did, he slid out here in Cali. So
that's what I'm saying. He about to be involved in it.
He ain't got to worry about death penalty because they ain't going to. That's just the worst case scenario. You feel me? Like, I believe he's going to get a gang of time. They're going to throw a few deals at him and shit. And they're going to throw a few deals and see if he bites. But they ain't going to give him the death penalty because they don't even really do the death penalty out here in Cali like that. The last person they killed was Tricky Williams on the death penalty, and that was back in 2005. You feel me? They haven't put nobody to death since 2005. So,
but that's how, just like Atlanta's learning, they gonna learn too. Just like Atlanta's learning, you got a certain level of money when you a certain type of gangbanger. You get a certain level of money, you're gonna get in some trouble. We never seen this like Thug. You never seen a real like a real member, active dude that get that type of money and power. You did when Suge Knight, I guess, but Suge Knight, even it came out, Suge wasn't even one of them guys. You feel me? He was just a spoiled rich kid in the neighborhood. EST froze up and shit. But to be a real gang member that came from nothing, huh?
Yeah.
And then to get that certain level of money, I know, but I'm saying
should have police and everybody fighting for him.
For sure. You're right. He's a different. It's a different level. Yeah.
His terrorism was up there. He had police sliding for him and shit. He had police bodyguarding for him and shit.
Yeah.
Like, shit, he's different kind of gangster.
Okay, but Suge Suge went to college. Suge went to college. Suge had both his families. Suge was had both his parents. Suge came up, you know, he was a good kid basically, and then he got involved in the shit. He still froze.
I somehow doubt that.
Good kid, come on now, but you know what I mean. Ain't no fucking good kids now.
He's a fucking goon, bro.
But like with Thug, there's videos of him like poor as fuck in the hood, you know, with his homies coming. He came from the bottom, like for real. Then to get all that type of money, and then at the same time, your gang clout is building up at the same time. So now we see an example of that type of thing. Is we never seen it? I think, you feel me? Maybe you
never seen what? Never seen what?
Like a level as gangster as rich and powerful as you know, Young Thug as far as the hip hop, you know what I mean, and like a real gangster.
Nah,
like,
it is no. What it is we seen that, but what we seen now is these people making a living off of it. They are always wealthy. They just hid that side of it. You know what I'm saying? For example, John Gotti was a multimillionaire. They didn't know it. They hid it and they tried to legalize it. Now they're using their legal money to fund the organization when it was the back. I
was thinking hip hop. I was talking about like rappers from the projects and they real gangsters from the projects, and then turning around being big multi-millionaires and real. It's crazy.
You're right. We haven't seen this to this magnitude. No, you're right. Yeah.
You feel me? You got Chief Keef. Like say Chief Keef decided to really be one of them type of dudes. His ass would have, you know what I mean? He would have been
smart one.
He was smart. He got his ass away. Now, who's the real king of Chicago?
That's facts.
They taking gangbanging to the next level when
I'd say Kanye West.
They pay niggas that ain't even gangbanging. They paying niggas like that to slide on off footage. Like niggas. If you holding the bag over a nigga's head, that's believe somebody's gonna grab it and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you know what, Mace? It's crazy because King Von, right before Duck got hit, King Von hit the hood with a big bag of money, and then Duck all of a sudden Duck.
Hey, but we also missing, right? We also missing in Atlanta. Durk and Von was on a gun case for a shooting that they beat. The feds were on them then, bro. They knew that, bro. King Von passing away. He's ducked many indictments by this time.
Yeah, he would have been in a couple of them.
Yes, he even beat some murder cases too. But you know, and then the same thing. Like if you think about it, Duck hit the hood for $1 million worth of game. You smell me? And you know Duck ain't in that hood. You know he rich. He moved out. He's in Atlanta. Then he went to Florida. But he hit the hood. He was at his grandma's house. He was at his grandma's house in the hood for $1 million worth of game.
Aesthetic purposes.
He had that bag on the table. Let's listen to this footage, you know, because Wallow did warn him, and that's the crazy part. But look, he had the bag on the table.
Niggas. Shit. So they gotta act.
Feel me? Gang shit. Right after that, he got the soul. You got to Addy go, location go, and then when the boy got killed, he's accused of murder for hire, Quando Rondo, he heard him screaming, no, and that's what Durk referring to. You really think they ain't gonna use that shit in court? You got me fucked up. You know what's going on? These Chicago niggas been getting away with a lot of murders. Chicago niggas been getting away with a lot of murder. EST, your shit frozen, homie. I don't know what's up with it. But they gotta realize the times is over. You know why? As internet and technology, it's over, Playboy. It's over. Everybody knows everything.
Hell yeah. Super.
That's a fact.
They know all the shit. That's why murder is not easy anymore. So if it's paying niggas to do it,
you think about
what we pay.
Oh man.
Even the niggas that you pay, he'll end up throwing you up under the breath if he get caught. You feel me? Right. Like I said, for $1 million, I'll try on 3 or 4 hours. Real.
But I don't mean to laugh at that, but a smart nigga, no, I don't need you shouldn't want no help when you're doing that type of work. That's all I'm saying. You shouldn't want
no Cody's is the easiest way to go.
No Cody's.
Nah, not at all.
You feel me? Like
I've never had a Cody, not once.
What you say, B, right?
I said I never had a co-defendant, not once.
Yeah, you think about Julio Fulio, 7, 5 co-defendants, including the girl. Like, do these EST really though? Is it the desire to get that op so bad? It's not because they get in the bag for it. Not Julio Fulio. That's a different situation.
Oh, you said Fulio. I started thinking about his case. I was like, wait a minute, he's not tied in with these cats.
Yeah, but it's the desire to get that op so bad. Yeah, Mace, they caught
the dudes that killed Julio Fulio.
Oh yeah, they caught all of them.
It come to find out they were brothers who was avenging the murder of their brother.
So that's real situations, but at the same time, guess what? If them two brothers would have went and did it by themselves, they probably wouldn't have been in jail right now. You feel me? But they got the broad involved. They got
another dude.
Yeah, you know,
the dude who took his mother's car.
Yeah, he's a dummy. He's a dumb kid right there. But I guess, but that's my question. No, for real, these dudes are dumb as fuck, bro. I swear to God. I swear it's kind of mind blowing though.
Yeah, my man is wild. That's crazy.
Is it the desire to get that op? Did they say fuck it and I'm crashing out because I want Julio Fulio so damn bad? I'm crashing out. You feel me? I doubt it because Homeboy was crying. Lil Durk motherfucking was trying to get the hell on. He had a ticket to Dubai, China, India, every motherfucking where.
Yo, Switzerland, no extradition. Like, he was not playing around. He was getting the fuck up out of there. 3 tickets. Come on.
He's trying to get ghosts, man. Yo.
Why be cheap though? Jump on the PJ, get the fuck up out.
EST, that's gonna hurt him more. Ain't no bail now. He's just trying to get ghosts. I mean,
what we sad about? This graduation, nigga. You either dead or jail.
Graduation, bro. They're gonna fucking kill this boy.
The graduation is dead.
What you mean? This is your graduation, nigga. You work hard for this.
They're gonna end his life with a paralyzing agent in his veins, bro. This kid's done. They're looking at lethal injection on him.
He worked hard for this.
I can spend that money a lot better.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, he really hard for this right here, man. So he good, man. You know, either dead or in jail. What we worried about?
He got what he wanted. He's living, you know.
He achieved this.
You want to be a rap superstar.
Like the rap. Speaking of rap superstars, this dude, OTF Jam, and I was watching his interview and his mannerisms and how he always got to look up. He got to look up to his homies like for approval, like homie. And then
he's a jump off boy.
He's laughing too much, and he's just like, you don't act like them other niggas. You act different. And then the motherfucker was wearing a wire the whole time. You feel me? I got a little footage on him just so you can see the mannerisms.
I still ain't fully figured it out. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I did 12 years. Like I was 17 when I went to jail, bro. So I came home in real life, seeing millions. Like motherfuckers didn't see millions, but we know like. The drug dealers, the older niggas that had millions, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I didn't have relationships with them, but to a certain extent. But to a motherfucker that I'm with every day, that like got millions, like, living, like, all that shit different, boy. I'm talking about bad as hell. Terrible. Yeah. But shit, anybody that know me know though, like, at a young age, like I ain't no motherfucker that just started being bad or trying to portray like I'm a part of something. Like I've been me my whole life. Yeah. Bad as hell, running around doing the fuck I want to do. Personally, that was a thing back in the day too. People used to do, I guess. Yeah. I can't not know.
Yeah, he been at his whole life, bad as hell.
Well, congratulations, you work hard for that.
He said he doing what the fuck he want to do.
No, I'm saying, so, and my thing is the sad part of me, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. My bad. Go ahead. EST, what you say? EST, you were sounding good. What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bet. Man, the crazy part about it, man, is they work hard for it, bro. What we sad about, you know?
I'm not sad. I ain't upset.
Yeah,
but I ain't Charles and White. You know, because I feel like this genocide is it's just what it is. It's America, and that's one of the reasons why the rest of the country got something to say about us. Because you know, in the suburbs, the kids are killing kids, and in the hood, the kids are killing each other too. Not
What
all
about
of them.
Charleston White? What about what Charleston White had to say about it?
Oh yeah, he made some good points.
Oh man,
he made some
he
good
made good points.
And some good points.
I ain't gonna lie.
Dude is wilding. He's always wilding out. Always
getting out of hand, like real dumb shit. I swear to God.
He said it's over with the drill
happy.
shit, man. Yeah, because he said it's over with the drill shit. At the end of the day, people are sick of kids dying, bro. At some point, we gotta stop glorifying it. The youth need to see him. The youth need to see this, bro. They need to see it.
That's a fact.
That's why I don't think they let Durk talk on anybody, and I think they I don't know, life maybe, but I can see them easily killing him.
Come on now, Sammy the Bull murdered mad people. They took him talking.
But nobody gave a fuck because John Gotti went down for that, and John Gotti did life and died in prison. So that's what they cared about, the optics of that. What they care about with this kid is the optics of Durk, either doing life.
If he knows, he want to give up some information about somebody that got 5-6 bodies, type of shit. I'm sure he can.
They'll go somewhere else. They'll go somewhere else to get the fucking info. Chicago PD is so fucking dirty. They're so dirty. They can get it somewhere else. I'm telling you, they're gonna make a fucking. They're gonna make. They're gonna make an example out of this kid.
It's California.
I'm talking about if they want somebody else, they can go and get it in Chicago from the Chicago PD. Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Because that's the only information
you have.
Chicago.
That's what I'm talking about. He's not.
But guess what? He got a whole nother set of politics to deal with now because he on the West Coast doing time. When you
he's so fucked. There's no GD, there's no BD, there's none of that, nothing out there.
I mean, he got friends though. He got, and you know, and really, tell you the truth, and that's let's get into the next thing. That's why Brick Baby actually got involved because Fondo Rondo supposed to be a 60s. You feel me? So
Brick Baby straight up snitched. Brick Baby laid the whole shit out.
I mean, he did dry snitch, but he's the type of person that he the type of person that get around a bunch of people who don't know the street and want to be the one who tell the street business. Like, oh, I know they said he can't slide, but they can't say that no more because Pab passed away. It's like, bro, that's a direct correlation. You're painting.
Yeah, but he also he definitely made a vow when KI died. Like that shit tightened him up.
But then we how long?
I'm gonna get it back.
Walk a thin line because he's a podcaster. He's podding. It's not street.
Yeah.
So then
how crazy is that? If he's supposed to be a rolling 60s, and he's talking about another alleged rolling 60s that got shot up, and then he's
because
saying,
we all know you can be a rolling 60 and be cool with this dude. Just another rolling 60. It's like I'm rolling with my home at the end of the day. They got pictures together, Brick and Durk.
That's true. They say you're not a rolling 60 till you kill a rolling 60. That's what they say about their own game. But look at what Whack. What you say, Mace?
He said what you said.
Until you kill one.
That's what they say. And he ain't
damn. That's
cold. Whack 100 had a little. He just dropped. You know, he on his YouTube now. He coming. So I gotta get to work because he gonna be. Nah, I'm just playing. But he dropped a little PSA on it. It's kind of eye opening. Let me play it.
Crazy content. But look, Brick. Here go the facts. The world after that young man was killed thought it was a bad drug deal. We thought somebody reached over Quando and shot dude directly. February comes, and you go on there with Flacco, they can't say OTF didn't slide for Vine. First time we ever heard this. You're the first one to ever tie them to that situation. Fast forward, you go to jail June 2023. Feds come to your house, find a case. So we thought that was it. You call 600 to tell 600 feds been on you since March. They came in your crib, found the case. You also tell 600 they gonna pick up Big U. He got a RICO coming. Some shit he got going on direct with himself. Right? Right. August comes, they pick up Big U. We wondering how you know this. Fast forward to what's going on today. We go on academics, apply a little pressure, say a few things. You come out and say, the feds raided your house in June and took your cell phone and still ain't gave your cell phone back. So now you saying when they came in June, the real warrant was for your cell phone. While they were searching for your cell phone, they discovered the K. Okay, great. When I was trolling you about the DW Flame thing, and you broke down, you remember when you was making all the faces like this? I'm for Kill Squad. That, remember? And you said, yeah, I don't know how this nigga Whack be knowing, but fucking cuz, yeah, I got a case, and I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on with it. It be done in a month or two. It's been 8, 9, 10 months or two. So here it go. It's been 16 months since June 2023. You ain't been to court. Why?
Hey, EST, is Whack on to something, or is this just another Whack episode escapade?
I got him right here, right? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is he to say the world knew? He said we all knew. The world knew to say that we thought this was a bad or maybe a drug. Who is he?
Like
no,
that,
he
yeah.
didn't, bro.
Or maybe
Right.
Hold on, we got static. Okay.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Hold on.
every time over each other.
You said what?
You were finishing up. You right.
Oh yeah.
You on to something.
Who is he? I'm saying, who is he to say the world thought this was a bad Armenian, bro? That was you and your narrative on Clubhouse. There's people in the world who thought totally many different things. Everybody did not think that this was an Armenian deal. That's what y'all thought.
Because I think we talked about it. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure. I got to do the research, but ain't nobody ever. I know we never heard nothing about a robbery going on.
What I'm saying is,
knew all about it was some op shit.
Exactly. It was more people who thought exactly what happened now that come to find out than a bad Armenian deal. Nobody thought that.
I hate Whack 100. That's all I gotta say.
Nobody thought that. Nobody thought that, bro.
If I recall, we was thinking maybe NBA had something. I don't know. It was like, but we knew it wasn't no robbery going wrong. We knew that.
But listen to the psychology. He's scared of the Armenians to think that. Because we don't think about the Armenians like that.
No.
You're right. You onto something. You're right. Nah, Mace, because Whack 100 trying to say that the Brick Baby, put out the kind of dry snitch on Lil Durk.
He did. But he did.
He did?
I mean, he laid it flat out.
I mean, he did say some shit, but this is the thing. I can vouch for Brick on this one. It's
the same exact fucking thing that's written in the 302.
No, he was saying what everybody was saying on social media, basically. That they can't say that no more. He ain't the only part. He did not premiere that thought. He didn't premiere that statement. It's plenty of people who thought and said that, bro.
He didn't premiere that.
But I don't like his whole premise, right? This is how he kill you with the premise. The world knew that this was a bad Armenian. No, the world didn't. You can't speak for the world.
We ain't know that. Hey, Rasta Chris, what's good, bro?
That's everything. Everything
Salute.
okay, cool. Salute. All right.
What up, Chris? Shout out to ILA.
What you know about this Lil Durk situation?
Well, I only know by what I'm being heard. I don't know much. I just know by what I just seen and what I heard. But I don't know much about him. You know.
Hey, but Rasta Chris, they saying they probably gonna make him an example. But I say if he want to be a rat, he could still have a chance if he got the right information. He could still rat. You feel me? And that's what it is. Even Thug, if he wanted to be a rat, he could have ratted. There's always opportunity to rat. That's what I think. But y'all saying
Well, that's the first thing they come at you with. They always it's always that easy. It's easy to tell. It's just hard to them. It's hard to be a man and stay firm. So.
But what are they going to do? They're going to trade Durk's name for 6 no-name people that a couple mothers are going to care about. Let's be honest.
If that no name got 5 bodies, he's a name.
Don't matter because guess what? It's not as effective as the name.
Exactly.
He might know other people. He might know other people that they might be interested in. There's a lot of stuff them dudes be knowing that they might know.
That's an angle. That's an angle.
So
but guess what?
Sure, but nobody's really hiding in Chicago. People out there outside, they're doing everything everywhere. Like there's a lot more. You can get at people another way.
He can rap. If he can't rap, if he don't rap, he get the respect. Y'all saying, he don't want him. No, if he don't rap, then He stood up.
Check
Y'all
this
trying
though.
to say, oh, they don't want, they're not trying to hear it. But if he rap, they want to hear him.
Yeah, if we
Listen,
got information of some other crimes or other things, of course they're interested. They want to hear that.
and we got to check the Bush files, man. Listen, we spoke about this when the old Block 5 shit happened. I said what Durk need to be worrying about because they said this is a part of a superseding indictment. That's the part that they missed.
Right, that means there's other people they're interested in.
It's other shit coming. Yeah, they missed that whole part. That's why I was like, oh, they just worry about old Block 5. They said
they always gonna say that was superseding indictment and stuff because right now what they want, because what the feds need is for you to help them tell on things they don't know about. That's what they be doing. That's that superseding indictment.
And listen, Mama Duck knew it, right? Because she started suing Durk for her son murder, and then a week later he get indicted. They was already ahead of the curve.
Right.
They're gonna tie it together. They're gonna tie it together.
Right. What I usually do is I wait to see what's gonna come out because right now they're fishing. People mind gonna run crazy about anything. But you have to wait. Same thing like with P. Diddy. They say all this, but
listen, Bush just played that they had an informant with a wiretap who been there the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they always have that. Yeah, they always have that. They always have the dudes. That's why they come at you because they already got information from somebody that's in your crew that's telling. They always do that. That's nothing new. They always do that.
I know. It's a tactic. It's a tactic. All I'm just saying, they got the evidence they got stacked up against him right now. Don't sound good. Now he got angles he can play. Definitely, you're right.
Right. He was trying to bounce and flee.
Nah, but Chris, right? Because check this. They had the same thing with Woody, and they chopped him down. They chopped him down slowly but surely.
Yeah, but Woody didn't have 3 separate fucking flights to non-extradition countries. Like, let's go.
They saying all that.
Italy.
They saying all that, but we don't know for sure. I mean, somebody could have bought a ticket for them. They might have been want to go to see Dubai. Just saying.
You saying you can walk it down regardless? You can chop it down.
Right. Yeah, you can. It's a lot.
The feds can step it up at any point.
The feds is tricky. People got to understand that they be letting people run wild with their accusation and everything. They already got what they want. They know what they want. They know what they're looking for. Yeah. So that now he could have been running. He might be right. They might be right. He could have been running everything. Then he could not been.
But that
they're gonna make it look. They're gonna make it look like that to see if they could get more people in, more crew, more.
On top of this, though, on top of this. When they tell that right there is a flight risk, you don't get bail. The judge gonna say, "Oh, you tried to run, no bail." That justifies the no bail.
Listen,
right?
I am not like them and not that type of money like them and everything, and they put me at no risk of flight, and I never had no conviction or anything. They put me at a risk of flight because
once they label you that you're not 9 times out of 10 to getting a bail, it's slim.
Right, because when they label you that you got too much influence and stuff like that, they do that. They label me like that because they say I have too much control over people. So that's the reason for them to give you no bail, to put pressure on you. These guys ain't been in jail that long. They got big money. It's a Fed tactic to put pressure on you to tell about things. Oh, look, yo, man, I know somebody that did a murder. All the feds want you is keep bringing them cases.
That's a fact.
That's all they really want. They don't do no homework. They let you tell everything. And then they go do their work. That's what they do. That's
no lack of people telling on themselves. No lack of people ever telling on themselves. It's amazing.
No what?
Yeah. Every one of them knew they was coming. From Diddy to
but they figure, they ain't got nothing on me. I ain't do nothing. I ain't get caught. The feds ain't looking for you to do nothing. They're looking for who you was in the circle with, and they did something, and you getting caught for what they did. You see what I'm saying? That's what they do.
And Turk went back to living his living, knowing he was already responsible for this. So is that why you think Durk
and then
try to push peace? He got the key to the city. Like Diddy knew they was coming for him.
It's not just that.
In the city and try to change his image and say love and all this. Durk is trying to, like, is that a strategy now? Like, oh shit, they coming for me. Get a key to the city.
Of course it is.
One thing about the feds, their strategy don't change. Their strategy is the same. They let the people tell on themselves. That's what they do. They tell on themselves.
And listen, one thing you can do that's wrong is politically say, I'm a Muslim, right? Politically right now. Because what if you get 3 juries that's Jewish?
It does that. See, he might. the kid might know that
yo, my man is crazy.
he might know that he's going to. He might know that he see the thing. Like I said in jail, the best way to do this so they can't really mess with you is get on the Muslim community in the feds.
Yeah, it's a
You know,
tactic.
Yeah, he is Muslim, but and that's another thing. He started going deep into his Muslim bag too lately because, like I said, these dudes with a lot of money, they know when they coming because the lawyers are all in the loops. The lawyers let you know what's up.
If he tried to run and he didn't do it right.
Yeah, what's up, Mace?
First of all, them dudes is kind of, to me, they kind of
amateur. He ain't gonna be able to, even if he did want to tell, he ain't gonna be able to tell his way out of jail because the stakes are too hard. You feel me?
Yeah, but what
lesser sentence? He can talk himself. He can talk himself out of a life sentence, though. You feel me? But he's gonna get some years. He's going through some time because.
And that's what I'm saying. Like they don't want you to change them out for shooters. They don't care. They want you.
Yeah.
So they're gonna give him centuries to commit murder.
I hear you. Because rats still get time too, but they just get less time. Some of them.
Hell yeah. He gonna get a game time. He ain't gonna. I don't believe he gonna do life or get death penalty. He's gonna do a game time though. You feel me?
Yeah, but that we understand that. But what you say, Chris?
If he don't help them or help them know about unsolved cases or new crimes that occur that they don't know about, yeah, he gonna get that life sentence. You know
if he stands stiff with them, right?
Right. They need to know what other things happen that they did that they don't know to help
connect
them.
the dots for their cases. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. If he don't have no information to give them, he's going to get the life sentence.
On top of what they already serving them, if they don't have nothing for them, they gonna serve you. Okay.
Right. That's all it is. That's all the feds do. They're not worried about it. They just want more cases to keep their business going. More cases.
Oh, so they saying we ain't worried about you. Don't worry about nothing with you. If you just help us, go ahead and help us. And if not,
right. That's simple.
Mace say that's still gang banging when they put the bag on the head. But to me, it's like the real dudes is them dudes from I ain't gonna say no names or nothing. But to kill is just bad. To kill you, whoever. I ain't saying that. But when you're getting paid and that's your motivation to go kill somebody, you're not a gang member. You're a contract killer. You know, that's how I feel. You feel me?
Right.
Check it out. If your own crew needs to get paid by somebody in your crew, like a breadwinner, in order to go and slide for one of your own people, that's ridiculous. But if you put money on somebody's head and give money to a different crew to slide on somebody who got one of your boys, that's definitely gangbanging for sure.
Whatever happened to everybody ain't supposed to be the hitman?
Yeah, listen, whatever happened to these dudes making all this money, rapping and everything, they would still want to come back to the hood.
Why? Yo, you making that kind of money? Why are you shooting at people? Like, why? It makes no sense. The whole point is to get the bag, to get the fuck up out of there.
You know what? These
they want to play. They want to play both ends.
This beef came from not no real gang history. This beef came from a fight, and then the dude.
This beef came from one person said something about the next person, and then they took it from there.
It's deeper than rap because politically, people have chosen with the BDs in the side, and then anybody on Duck side, you see career and music wise ain't been fluctuating. So it's people in the industry that's been choosing sides. Because if you ask me, Quando, they ain't got no reason being in with each other because Chicago, Georgia is like.
I don't know.
But it's because of that they done brought their politics
got nothing to do with each other.
I never gang banged, so I can't speak on it. So I'll let y'all.
But one thing they need to understand is it states it's open carry down here. They don't give a fuck about that up north shit. Don't come down here putting your hand on people, man.
I got somebody else that's trying to come in, right? I'm going to check her right now and see if she still wanted. Cause I gave her the link. She wanted to check it out. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
For sure. Right. Shout out to Isla.
And not only not only King Von though. Somebody else lost their life, and another dude was disfigured for the rest of his life. If you know who Slutty is, his head is disfigured now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
he said, "Tell on who himself." Y'all are tripping if y'all think Durk don't got some info on some killers that he can.
Oh, I get what Fred's
No,
saying
yo,
now.
yo. He could totally talk, but to be honest, I don't think he really would. To be honest, I mean, he's fucked either way. It's not like he's getting no. Look, he's getting nothing less than life.
Man, that nigga,
he's getting nothing less than life.
Yeah, he got a
Fred said,
YouTube
tell him
channel.
who, his damn self.
He coming over to YouTube. I'll try to catch him in traffic in the YouTube streets. So we're gonna try to catch Whack in traffic, Mace. But yeah, man, this is just it's funny. That's all. Like I said, we're gonna see shit like this because these hip hop ain't never had this amount of money. First of all, now when they did start having it, it was like legit news or whatever. Okay. But now the gangsters is coming in. Right.
Hey, but
can you just see the optics of having a rap superstar on death row? Like, that's crazy.
Hey, but listen, we're missing the point. New York is very unique in particular, right? Because they don't
get too into New York right now.
No, listen, because they're the first ones who tell the world that it's a hip hop police who follow hip hop artists around and it's their job and they get paid as a whole fucking department.
That's a fact.
So why? And this was 20 plus years ago. So
that was 30 years ago. Easy.
Okay. So
I always brought that up, and people act like it's not real, except for people who involved in the rap game in the Northeast knew what fucking time it was. No, but I'm saying people didn't believe in this shit. Like, they thought it was a fucking joke.
Hello?
And it was definitely never a fucking joke.
We hear you.
Like, it was always very serious.
Cool. Right.
Yeah.
Man. They very, and listen, I feel like people don't understand that the police and the feds have dedicated a social media department. They connect the dots just like, and then you got Trap Lil Ross and Flacco who point in the right directions. Like the Young Dolph shit, they solved that shit on the internet, bro.
Yes,
it's Minority Report. Y'all better.
Those records and everything they making, they telling on themselves when they do something. I can't understand. That's crazy.
Straight dry snitching on Instagram, taking pictures over bodies.
It's not even dry snitching now. It's like we turned the left on Washington Street and caught him and shot him 25 times with the Glock. With
like specific lyrics that match the fucking 304 to the feds.
On March the 13th.
They telling on themselves.
Holding the newspaper on the album cover.
Tell on yourself, but then you hold your weight now when you get caught.
Hey, and we got to congratulate them because you know when you signed up for it, it's either dead or in jail.
And then it's all
that's cold. That's cold. Speak on it. That's cold.
Got around
you. About LA,
that was the one that's setting you up. They want to get out that kid that they saying if it's true, he been wearing the wire and being around him and everything. They got everything. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be hard to beat that.
That's what we was telling you. That's what we was telling you when we was
dead to rights.
Earlier.
Dead to rights.
Dirk changed his life. He did 12 years. He got locked up when he was 17. He got out and Dirk changed his life.
Go ahead. What you were saying?
I expected more. I expected more from these gangsters. I truly expected more.
He didn't change.
This
his
is
life,
Mickey
man.
Mouse shit.
Nah,
it's just. But everything they did was just.
You know who changed his life?
The wrong move.
Chief Keef changed his life.
Yeah, and he's the only one who's still out there. And guess what? He's the only one you don't hear fucking talking because he's happy.
Chief Keef, the king of Chicago.
I didn't know who that is. I don't know who that is. See, remember, I was gone a long time. I don't know who these guys is. I just heard of them.
He's the godfather of the drill industry, the drill music. That he birthed the whole sound and the whole thing. So
he's the only one gonna make it out.
But listen, this was a good thing because Von, right, had first hands. When Chief first blew up, they went to his house and stole from him, and ever since then, he cut them people off and moved. Von had a hand in that. You know what I'm saying? You're right.
Like me, I don't know these things for sure, so I don't speak on them. So if you know those stuff, I let you speak on. I don't speak on stuff I don't know. So I don't know nothing about
it. Rasta, Chris,
I'm just watching to see what's going to happen. I says to see all these black young dudes or girls. Women, they make all this money and everything.
Telling you, listen,
they can't get out the neighborhood. Yeah, they can't get out the neighborhood, man. I'm crazy. These dudes is millionaires and everything. They still want to be in the hood playing like they gangsters because they're not really gangsters. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
It's crazy.
So they make all that money just to go to jail, huh? Wow.
Because you went through the Fed system.
Doing dumb stuff or doing stuff that I can't even say dumb stuff. Okay, your man got.
No, this kid,
There's a way to do things, and then there's a way, but they do things that they want their name to be known that they did it. That could have been done. He could have paid some B. It could have been gone and just cool. But they want to be the center of the attraction when they do things, especially murder and stuff, and think the feds or when they get caught or somebody get caught, they didn't go tell. Are you crazy?
Please.
And then got the nerve to say everybody snitch but they self.
Yeah, okay. Right. But that's why I always laugh because
that's what you got to assume, though.
They say you might not
you got to assume
find out
that.
who.
You got to assume that everybody's snitching.
They give information. They talk to the police. A slip of the tongue, they don't even know. They're already being labeled a rat because they might say things that like, oh yeah, thank you. We didn't know this. So people don't know how to shut up. They just want a lot of people want attention. Then when they get the attention, cool. Then when they get that pressure from the government, now that prison thing, they're going to jail. Now all of a sudden they can't hold the water.
Elder, look, listen, let me interrupt you. Listen, this is the key part that they miss. They thought talking to the police was snitching. They didn't realize talking about crimes, period, was snitching.
Right.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's the part they fucked up. That's the part they fucked
we be
up.
flipping down.
And then they be talking on the phone and stuff to their friends and all these stuff. Everything you say, everything we saying right now is being monitored. People watching everything we saying right now.
Listen,
it says
Patriot
it on both sides of the line.
No, fuck that. Patriot Act.
You're going too crazy right now. Phones and everything you say on these phones is being monitored by somebody we don't know.
Eric Snowden told
been monitored for the last 25 fucking years.
People don't understand. Right, that's why they give us these devices and everything. Wow,
that's why I let be known. I'm a patriot. I love America, even though I have my gripes.
I ain't let them know. All I'm letting them know is on me. I'm doing me. They doing them. If they don't know how to do them, watch me do me. That's all. I did mine.
I learned my lesson,
and I'm living it.
I learned my lesson. And listen, this is the thing. We the corny people, because we're telling them, hey man, listen, it's a brick road right there you about to run into. You don't know, you ain't with it. Just go ahead.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Keep speaking. Go ahead.
Listen, I stopped doing that because people tell me I should be a spokesman to people. I should tell the youth. Listen, they ain't trying to hear nothing be saying.
They ain't trying to hear it.
It's going in one ear and come out the other. Oh, but you didn't know how to do it. You got caught. Okay, cool. Since you know how to do it and you ain't gonna get caught, keep doing what you do.
And guess what I had the benefit of? Let me tell
today, young kids will tell an OG to go fuck himself. That's crazy.
I had the benefit to Paul Bear 6-7 of my family, my cousins, gun murders. I got the benefit to now I'm one of the elders in the family, and I skipped about 2-3 generations that was way older than me. Now I'm Paul buried them.
Genocide.
You know
but Chris, that's sad, man. I know you told me that before, and I feel for you.
That's the part they don't understand. That's the part they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's happening right now.
You just realize people ain't playing
some more
games.
stuff they're gonna come out. There's a whole lot come out. You know, like I tell, what's hidden in the dark gonna come to light eventually if you want to stay in certain things.
See, but our culture gotta get sick of that shit. We gotta stop championing the shooters and the killers, bro. We gotta tell them no.
It's a difference.
We not because
you sign up for something.
You might, and there's gonna be 1,000 or million more people that ain't that. Let's look at
but the problem is you just need to separate between
like this. American
Hold on. Let me hear what the elder say. Just connect that dot one more time.
Go ahead. He nailed it before when he said we want to be known.
Listen to me.
We don't want to be known.
Yeah.
I said people gonna say, listen, they're gonna do what they want to do. They got to think that they untouchable. People can't do nothing to them, and then when the pressure comes, that's what happens. You see, the same thing similar to Diddy. It's not going to be their first. It's not going to be their last. Other dudes going to look and say, "Oh man, them niggas stupid."
Or either be like Mace and stand on your sword and do your shit.
But
I mean, they did Lil Durk. They got away, cool. But they ain't running their mouth like us. Some people do things, get away, and don't run their mouth. Some people do things and love to run their mouth.
See, but look, across the Chris, we was talking about on the episode how we champion what's his name? Wesley Snipes, Nino Brown. We champion him in the culture, but we don't realize he was a dishonest, dismoral rat who held a little girl up in a shootout.
Yeah,
he was a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit.
Right.
But but we need to draw a line between art and reality.
They love the glory.
But art imitates reality.
Yeah, but reality imitates art, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Even though it was a lot of good concepts in that show that told you people don't care. They looking at the money part, the jewelry part, the women part, and they ain't looking at the part that, damn, he had a little kid. No, they ain't looking at that. Only a few of us looking at that.
We ain't even noticed that.
A few of us looking at that. You know,
that
it's
was
just
worse
like
than the
Scarface.
ratting. He told the dude
Right.
about the bank account at the trial. He did nasty work at the trial, but that whole shootout, he held up that girl and threw her. I was like, yo, he's a slime ball, bro. He's a slime ball, bro. That's the worst.
True, but it's just like Scarface. You know what I mean? The same thing like Scarface. He said, "Look, I ain't gonna kill the kids or whatever." And then look, after he shot the man that was going to kill the kids, the whole connection, everything came at him. You see what I'm saying? They don't care about that. When you're in these games, when you're in the street, nigga, they don't care about the woman, the man, the child.
Because it's an
they don't
evil.
care about none of that.
It's a certain evil, bro. You got to understand it's deeper than the individual. It's an evil source we're dealing with. But that's a whole nother topic.
If you're in America and a lot of country, they've been rooting. Violence is what this world is surviving on.
Okay,
they love the violence.
That. Right,
the
right.
street life used to be taboo.
So
now it's not.
You ain't changing that. Look at the wars and everything going on.
Violence has always been the best currency in the world.
No, you know what it is?
Violence has been the best currency in the world forever.
This is another thing. It takes strength to say this. I'm not a street nigga. I'm a man and I'm a citizen.
I'm about that too.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that be in that, but
it
they
takes
still
strength
think
for
that
they don't want to do that. They be like,
and I'm not a rat, but I'm not going to do crime.
Want to be. They still be a regular person, 9 to 5 doing fun. So they still want to have that thing that they glorify the other guys, the gangsters. The gangsters get glorified.
It's a part of human nature.
And people try to follow that, knowing that they ain't not even near that. They can't hold water, you know. They talk the talk, they do the tough stuff, you know. There's a lot of people that they tough.
It's ingrained in their DNA to where if they're not that, they're not a man. And it's like, nah, bro, it don't mean that.
The music, the movie.
Yeah, that's to some people. That's to a lot of them, but hey. You know,
majority of the youth, they feel like that they gotta. It's crazy. That's a whole psychological question.
They get influenced. You know, they remember when you grew up. When we all grew up, we was watching the guys with the big cars coming through. We ain't watching the 9 to 5 that's struggling to go to work and stuff. We watching the drug dealers and everybody that's coming.
That's
with the big car, the bitch getting all the women. The 9 to 5 guy and getting all the women and stuff like that. He got his wife. He got his one girl. Oh, who's that? That's boring. You know. Even though that's the way to be, everybody, a lot of us growing up, no, man, that's boring. Look at the guy who did with all the children and shooting and the guns and everything. Oh, yeah, he a tough guy. I want to be like him. You see what I'm saying? And that's it. Nobody ain't trying to be like the mailman. Nobody ain't trying to be like that. You know what I mean?
Meanwhile, he got a
sanitation man.
Right.
Yeah, nobody ain't trying to be like that. They're looking at the sanitation man, the mailman, those type of people, the 9 to 5 people. They like the janitor. Nobody ain't trying to be like that.
This is why it's important for the youth to see Durk. Go to jail for this, bro. Nah, y'all gotta see what come with this. You want to be like him?
Seeing it. They've been
That's
seeing
what I'm talking about.
That's what
they
gonna say. Oh, he was stupid.
Yeah, I see where y'all getting
go do the same thing, make records, everything, do the same thing.
That's what I'm talking about. The optics of what's going on here.
Telling them you're gonna get one that maybe said, "Man, I'm going to get me a regular job." The other 9 want to be the want to imitate that.
What you say, B-Rap? The outcome is what?
Well, I'm saying they're about to lose. They're about to lose.
I don't know what to do no more, man.
So they got to go in for the kill.
All you can do is like we do. Tell them, put on your program here. You tell them you're gonna get maybe if it's 1,000 people listening, you're gonna get 990 that's gonna say, man, they full of shit, and you're gonna get the other 10 that say, listen, man, I might change my life, you know. And that other 10, you might get 1 that do it. The rest might say it, but still don't do it.
I got a little brother right now who 1,000 miles per hour wide open, and I tell bro, you scare me, and I love you, but you got youth. I said the best thing I can do is make a crazy face when I, as an analogy, I tell him it's a brick wall, keep speeding. Now when I ride past you, when I see you squash, I'm gonna make a mean face like, but I told you, you can't say I ain't tell you.
Yeah, you
that's all you can do, big man. Tell them it's up to whoever gonna take it. People told me, people told you, people told we gonna do what we gonna do, and the ones that gonna listen, you'll see.
But I gotta sleep at night because I did my due diligence as an older brother and told you, hey, transition, be a roofer, put some of that into this. But look, you can't say I ain't tell you. Go have fun, go. I'll be like, I can sleep at night. I told him. I had my
man said be a roofer.
I want to ask be a roofer about the MDC and the feds. One thing, ESP, what's going on down there?
It is what it is. I mean, I'm just waiting to see, like him. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with Pity. Let me see I want to see the tapes and all this stuff they say they got. I just want to see. I just want to know who's involved.
Hey, but listen,
I really don't want to know. I don't want nobody that's involved getting in trouble. I just would like to see. Damn, Oprah, you was into that. Damn.
You think they said Diddy eating good in there?
You was into that. Damn. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
They said Diddy's eating good in there.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at now. You know what I mean? So I just want to see who else that was in the pre-parties. That's all. I mean, I'm just a nosy person at this moment. I just want to see, damn, all these people's in the pre-party? Damn. They ain't invite they ain't invite me to the good part. I ain't talking about the little kids and the rape and stuff. They should invite me
Oh
to the
my
other ones. I
god.
would have liked to get some of Beyonce, J Lo, and I would like to get some of them if that was how they was doing it like that. Damn.
That's alleged.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yo,
know,
the
man, I'm a
Diddy
funny
Gone Wild
person, man.
videos is
I'm
gonna
like,
be
you know what I'm
wild in
saying?
like 10
Damn,
years.
it's a lot of them women I would have loved to get. I used to fan about that. I'm like, damn, y'all doing it like that?
They say he getting
Okay.
food in there. You been in MDC. How
It's a
you think
funny
they treat
world, big
him?
man. It's a funny world. No, it's funny people in the world
You
because
don't
the
hear me.
world is still the
I'm
same.
muted.
Hey, can you hear him?
Yeah.
He
I
said that
said
like was
MDC.
you in
They
that
say Diddy.
facility?
He hear me? You hear me, Chris?
Was that what facility?
In MDC.
MDC?
Yeah. I was in MDC Brooklyn. Yeah,
He
I
said
was
how
in
the
there. Yeah.
food. They said Diddy eating
They said,
good. How was the food in
Nah,
there?
he went
So
on a hunger strike. He stopped
The
taking
food
food.
is.
That's why
no,
they.
but they
You
said
see,
Diddy
I'm not a
got
food
yeah,
person. I'm just saying you getting food with back then there was no salt, no sugar, all that stuff. So if
he
that's true,
said you
man,
getting food poisoning. You getting food poisoning?
listen, yeah, you're gonna get food poisoning if your stomach ain't accustomed to eating garbage like that. Yeah, that's why you get food
Yeah,
poisoning.
especially Diddy. Diddy got a
Food
high
poisoning
caliber
is really
menu.
your stomach not eating certain
He
things, and
better
now you
learn them
trying to
kosher
eat.
plates. He better tell him
Right.
he's Jewish.
You better be telling me
Listen,
Jewish. Hell yeah,
you're
that's the
gonna
way to
get
go.
those. Listen, you're gonna get those type of stuff. It's still plain. It's the cheap shit they get from the street. But so like I said, one thing they tell you that the food the feds and them give you is healthy. I mean, that's what they said. So a
You
lot
can
of
survive
Hey,
stuff.
can
off
you
of
hear
it.
Bush though? Hey, can you hear Bush?
You hear me, Chris?
No,
Oh,
He
that's
can't hear
why.
you.
I can't hear.
I don't know
Okay.
why. That's weird. You don't hear me? Y'all hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you. He don't hear
Oh,
you though.
all right. It's all good.
I
I mean,
can't
I
hear.
don't know what's up with
I
that,
hear
but
you.
you
Okay.
hear
I
me
hear
now?
you good. I can't hear him at all. Is there
Damn.
something I
No,
need to
not at
do?
all.
Because I'm like, he ignoring me.
Nah, he
But
can't hear you. He was asking you
I
questions though.
just wanted to ask
I
him
can't hear him.
what
Is
is
No,
it
he but
Diddy?
anything?
he asking me right now. I'm gonna
Okay.
let you know.
Like, because they say Diddy got connects in there in MDC and he eating good and everything else. Like,
Is there
what
nothing
is
on my side, right?
Nah, he telling me now. Just give it a second.
Okay.
what's the chances of him using his money and eating good? Because we already heard the feds is way better than the states and
He
shit
said,
like
"What's his
that.
chances of his getting, him having his money, him eating good and living good in there, as far as
Oh, his chance. Listen, depending on what you call living good, they might slip you in some pizza from outside or some McDonald's if that's living good. But I mean,
Not
you
bad.
might be able to get
Oh, you
somebody
saying
bring you.
basically where he used to it might he got to go way lower scale and enjoy that.
He going a low lot scale
Yeah.
unless he got one of them he
Okay,
giving money to, and they could bring him some little bit. It ain't gotta be little because you understand when he's in there, he's being monitored. You got to go through. It's a whole bunch of police, lieutenant, so the ward, and all type of shit. So if they doing some damage,
so
they
so
if
basically
he's
where
not.
he gonna be housed, he can probably work it a little better than where he at right now. This is
Nah,
just a
ain't gonna
train.
work. Trust me, ain't gonna get that much better, big man. Because
Okay,
a lot of those people is not gonna put their job on the line for you.
right. Okay,
Yo,
okay.
and he ain't getting smoked guan and
You
Right.
all
got
that
Cool.
now
shit
you
up
in
in
that
there
position.
either.
Oh, P Diddy got money. Okay, he can have somebody send you some money or whatever. Cool.
So
Wait,
how you think the protection thing gonna work out?
he right now the protection
I'm gonna
thing
leave and
where
come
he's
back.
at is gonna work out now because he's isolation. He in the cell. He don't even get to
Yeah,
go
that's
nowhere. He got cameras in
yeah,
the cell. 24 hours a day he's in the cell.
Right.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So when he come out, like I said, he's on a 3-man hole.
But
And when
this right
he
now
can't,
just
he's not
go.
coming out. He in segregation. He in segregation. In segregation, there's another part that's segregation. And
They
he's
got him in the jail. In the jail.
right, right. He's in a cell that he don't even
Underground.
see inmates or nothing. That
Mm.
cell he's in, he don't see other guys. He
Yeah,
And
only
but
see
Epstein
that's
was
the
up in
whole
the
officers.
that's the
same
whole
place though.
mental that's the whole
Right.
mental. Okay.
He only see
But they had
officers.
Epstein
He's
in the
not
same
seeing.
place though.
There's a shoe, and then there's a part where he's at that there's a shoe for a guy high profile. He
Oh,
can't see other people. He
That
can't be
man
other
probably
because
listen. He used to sleeping on 500 thread count. Now it's like
listen,
three.
he's
Thousand
sleeping on
count,
a slab of
Egyptian
cement
all
with
day.
a little half-an-inch mattress.
That inch mattress. Ooh,
No,
that
not an
steel
inch,
a half
bed.
inch. Half
a
Half
inch.
an
half an
inch.
inch.
Ooh.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you
from
Ooh.
listen, when you lie,
thousand
it's like
count to
you
one
don't even
inch.
need a mattress because when you lie on the cement, you better off lying on the cement because the
Hey, when
mattress
that
Damn.
hurt your back. You
let me
better
ask you
lie on
this,
the cement.
Chris. When that
Yeah,
light come on? What time that light come on?
that light's
It
still on
don't go
24
off.
hours.
Ooh.
feds. Why they say like the feds is better than the state, Chris? Did you hear me?
Because you're dealing with the feds. When you're dealing with when you go to like say for instance when he go to like Allenwood or
High
Big
caliber.
Sandy or wherever, it's all New York dudes now. It's New York. So he in New York. It's not like in your Rikers Island you fighting against niggas in your neighborhood, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens.
Nah,
All
cars.
together as one.
Oh, I get it. But the living
So
conditions are
the
better.
stuff you do, in the state, you can do it fed in the state. You got camera in the feds. You got. I never been to the state, so I can't speak on it. The feds. You got cameras everywhere, so they see what's going on. You know what I mean? It's a whole different field. I ain't never been to the state now.
But
You
he's
know.
gonna get out of that segregation eventually. You think he'll make it to population? They'll keep him in like high
No, well,
power.
right now he'll make the parents. He's not. A lot of people gotta realize, Pay Diddy is not going to the penitentiary yet. You know what I
Okay.
mean? He's going to be. He never been in jail or whatever, unless he got a record. He's going to be in the FCI.
Okay.
It's a
No,
difference.
no. They're gonna
FCI
put him
is
in
like
pen.
you got his FCI is lower than the pen, and those are got a lot of rats and everything. So he gonna run across dudes that stealing and everything. That's why I never went to the FCI. I did all pen because I don't want to be around rats. I will hurt
But
them.
what if they tell you? What if they tell you we'll have time off? You just go ahead. You ain't gotta debrief or nothing. Just go there and do the time.
He's
He's
still
saying
he's still he's
No, I'm
still
talking about
going
they
to be
actually.
he's still going to be in the FCI. He's
you
going to
don't want to be around. No, he's saying, what if they told you we
What
send
if
you
they
to the
told you?
FBI? You ain't got to tell on nobody, but we just want to send you over there for better.
Guilty by association.
send you over where?
Send
What if they
you.
offered you
Talking
that? They
about
said
you
we'll cut your
personally.
time in half. Just go there.
No, they didn't offer me anything because they couldn't talk to me. I was one of the hard-headed people. They
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
They couldn't talk to
Hey,
me. There's nothing they could say to me. When they come talk to me, I spit in their face or something like that. So they said, "Oh, don't even go approach this guy. He's a fool. He's a fool." You know what I mean?
So
They consider me a fool because I wouldn't. I don't want to talk to you. There's nothing for me and the police to talk to. I don't want to talk to you.
mhm.
There's nothing to talk about. So when one day they told me I was going to court, and they took me to MDC, right? And I'm thinking I'm in the DC. They took me out the room. I'm thinking I'm going to see a lawyer or something because they got games they play with you. Or you going to see a lawyer, or you know what I'm saying? And then when you
The
go
feds.
out the cell to go see a lawyer, it'd be like FBI agents in there. Oh, listen, we just want to talk to you. I went crazy.
Just
I
said
started
that
throwing
shit.
desks and everything. They said, "Get him out here, get him out here." It no, see, you don't even go in them rooms.
right,
They try
right.
outside a stupid tactic. They can do that. Because when they take you out the cell, you don't know if you have a lawyer
Okay,
visit.
so you saying when it's a bad a bad chess move, you just flip the board.
Yeah, you
He
just
don't play
flip,
with
knock
him.
everything down. You gotta go. So they know not to approach you no more. They gonna listen. One thing about
Leave
the
him
feds,
alone.
They're gonna come. Listen, right there, they're gonna take him out the cell. They're gonna come. They're gonna put. They'll take him in a room and give him have lobster and everything there. Say, listen,
Hilarious.
man. You know we know you can't handle this time. We don't want to do so. Listen, we need to know other people that we might not know about that you need to tell us. You gonna work with us or not? Right then and there, he got a choice to say what and flip that to go crazy, or he gonna eat the lobster and he gonna work with them. Simple as
Okay.
that. Ain't no
And
in
you had
between.
life at the time. You ain't even have
Yeah,
30 yet. You had life at the time.
yeah, I had
So that's
life. Yeah, I was facing life. It wasn't no, and I was facing that all because I knew people. I had influence in the neighborhood. They didn't like that. They think they can break everybody. The fence mentality is, oh, we can break you. You're nobody. You fucking around
Chris, what
52
neighborhood you
states. You
from?
going to get you. It's you against
From
52
Brooklyn,
states.
East New York.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you going to get. So you can't handle that.
did
Oh
Tyson
no.
go to that facility? Did he going to?
Nah,
I don't
Tyson
know.
did
Remember, I went to jail. I went to jail in '92, so I went to jail before these guys. I don't know.
yeah, Tyson
I would
did
have to
3
ask them.
years.
I don't know.
Tyson what?
Everybody go to the MCC. Don't go to the shoe. They don't go. They might go to the compound. You know, the whole where the other mingle, other people. They might go to
Oh, Tyson was
segregation.
in
But
some state shit.
Yeah, he did
yeah,
state.
see that state. I don't know nothing
Okay.
about the state, baby. I can't speak on that. I don't know nothing about the state. I just
Yeah.
did 30 days in Rikers in the women house, and that was it. I never went, and that was just because I was waiting for bail. Because they gave me a high
Fuck
bail, but when they
Rikers.
dropped my bail, I was
Fuck
out, and that
Rikers.
was state. But I never got convicted for nothing. I went to the
So
precinct a
so
couple of
that's a
times.
tactic. Don't even negotiate with the terrorists. Just flip the
Right. You
board.
don't once you go in the room and you sit down, you start conversating with them, they look at one in the week and say, yeah, we got him now. But once they see that you ain't, they're like, oh, they're gonna come, they'll try it 2 or 3 times. You know, they're gonna try
Yeah.
because they think that, oh, okay, he was just
Their job.
upset or whatever. They thought I was just upset. They couldn't approach me. They already my lawyer, they couldn't approach me. That's why they didn't like me. I was approachable. Oh, he's an asshole. Oh, we gonna get him. Okay, he think this is a joke. That's how they look at it. when you start being tough, they look at you like, oh, you
He
think you
remind me of
somebody? Okay,
KK from Brownsville.
okay,
Yeah, he from around the area, Brownsville, right next to East New York.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
that's right next to
That
right across the
is
bridge.
that's the neighborhood.
Power Street,
Damn.
It's one
Stone
street.
Avenue. They changed. Mother Augusta used to be Stone Avenue. They changed it. Yeah, that's right there. I was all in those areas. I was all over there.
Uh-huh. How was you so
Man.
strong when they gave you that life? What the hell kept your ass so damn strong? And
I'm
like,
just saying, it's the mentality of I used to be how I used to be carrying myself on the street. I was like, I don't bother nobody, but if you bother me, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I don't care
Did
what
they ever
nobody
get your
says.
commissary?
Did they who?
Anybody ever like steal your commissary behind your back?
Yeah, people you always got
Nah,
petty Steve that they might. I used to run a store, so like I said, people might
nice.
steal or one or two things, but things you don't know, you don't miss. But like coming and just taking stuff from me, nah, nobody don't take nothing from me, and I don't do nothing. Nah, I don't play that. I don't care who you is. You know what I mean? I ain't the toughest guy in
what
the
kind of
world, but I'm
answer
the
you think you're
toughest
gonna
guy in the
get,
world to
E?
me. You know what I'm saying? So don't do nothing to me. Don't think I ain't coming for you. No, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing happening. I don't do
I
nothing to people, so they ain't got no reason to come to me. But if you come to me, do something to me, I don't start the problem. I finish it. Put it that way. So
a
I don't
lot of
bother you. Don't bother me. But if you mess with something that's mine, I'm gonna do what I gotta do,
Hey,
and I don't care what nobody
who
says.
would thought that we was gonna? I thought Young Thug trial was like the pinnacle. It's 2-3 that then came that's
this
done
is
top
about
that.
to this is about to go crazy, but I think he might cop out to something, and that's his only chance. If he go to trial, it's gonna be sensational, but I don't know
No,
if he's
but
gonna do
see,
that.
you got a lot of things that you see. A lot of people get it wrong. When you cop out to things, you don't limit yourself to appeals and everything. If something
Yeah,
come, you can't get no
no
benefit.
appeals.
It's hard. But if you go to
I know.
trial, you can blow trial and you can get a
You
whole
can
lot
blow
of
the trial
benefits.
and
The
get
things
out.
because the laws can change. Just to
Because
Yep.
witness the certain things they held from you. You could
you're right.
appeal. You could do a lot of things
I
and
think
still
Thug
come out. It
got
might take some time. But when
Look
you
at
done
everybody who's coming out right now. Look
cop
at
out and
everybody
stuff,
who's
you're
coming out
admitting to
right now.
everything they
you're
said was
right.
true.
Right.
So it's hard. So sometimes it's better to go to trial. That's why the feds don't like when you go to trial. There's a
Because it
lot of
wastes his
Yep.
loopholes.
resources too. But they also max
And
you out though, right?
Yeah, but there's
no, no,
also a
no.
lot
But
of
check it
loopholes
out.
that you didn't know that when you get the right attorney, they could come and get you out like this. But
Yes,
when you cop
exactly.
out,
But
now you're
also,
admitting to everything they did charge you. You're admitting that
yeah,
that was the truth. You're
yep.
admitting that
So
yes,
you
what
get
we
nothing.
said, everything we got
Hey
here
Bush,
said you did.
did you check
So
Slime Life Shouty testimony in the
Yeah, I
video?
seen him. He a rap.
Okay.
see? Like I
He a
say
rap.
right now, this kid that just came out on Big Meech, I heard of him. But one thing I got to say is a couple of times I heard where he got caught with phones and everything. And one thing about the Fed, you get caught with a phone in there, that's just, you facing 5 years. You
Yeah,
facing an indictment.
Mm.
When you don't
I
get
didn't know
that, or they
that.
don't send
But
you,
in the
they
state,
don't
it's
send you.
paraphernalia. In the state, they can't do that to you. But the
Yeah, if you don't
feds,
send the 8, yeah, you get caught in the phone and afraid. That's a crime. That's a charge.
I didn't know
That's
that.
worse.
We have mad
That's
phones in the
worse. That's
state.
worse than listen, that's worse. That's worse because with a phone, you can get people out there killing everything and they don't know.
Yep.
See, the feds
So
like
you
to
Get
saying so
monitor
murdered
you saying you better
everything
off
you
getting
do.
caught with
on
a weapon than
cruise
a cell phone.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
see, a
cell
weapon
phones
you just go
worse
to shoot and maybe do 30 days or whatever. That's cool because they know everybody
because you can
keep
still run your
weapons.
crew.
That's nothing.
You can get
You
people
get caught with a
touched up.
phone now. You could call people. You could you could get an
Yeah.
officer killed. You could get anybody killed.
You can be running the
Because they
whole crew
can't
still.
monitor it. They don't know what you're saying or what you're doing on the phone. So when they catch you with that phone, you're going to either ADX or they're going to hit you with an indictment or they want you to tell
ADX.
yo what's going on in here, who's doing what in here, what like that. And now if they never get none of this. I'm like, that's strange because everybody you get what one or two of them and they don't do nothing with you really unless you got life sentence
That's
because it's
such.
hard when you got life sentence not much they want to do with you because you got life sentence but now they got treated they say a lot of guys with life sentence be getting reduction and stuff so now they charge you for everything just to make sure if you do beat your time on that or get your reduction you still got to do time on this other shit you don't get a reduction for that you
Mm.
get what I'm saying? So they added on. So if you have life and now you catch another 5 years, you got life for 5. You catch another 5 years, you got life for 10. Now, when you say you now get your life of conviction overturned, you
You
still got to
still
do that 5 years, that 10 years for that other shit.
So do you think the feds will stretch them out too if they said you ordered a murder and provided transportation and that
going to
y'all from
88.
Chicago
That's life.
to
That's life.
California? Will they trip on
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Listen, they
That's
hitting him
life.
as the boss. They get him as the money man. You paying for everything they done, and they got paper trail. So it's
Mm.
gonna be hard for him to beat. to him. Yeah, but like I said, he's best thing. Like I would tell people, speedy trial. Because the longer you wait to let them do certain things, the more
More
evidence they
info they
get.
got.
So you might as well
Yeah.
try to go to a speedy trial and just handle whatever they got right now before new shit come in, and then you getting more problems.
So you
You know?
think Durk should go to trial?
Yeah, I mean, I'm listen. I can't. I don't know how strong he is. You know, they talk tough on these records. They talk tough. You bust your gun and everything, so you should be strong.
Well,
But we
Durk
already
actually,
know.
yeah, he
We
busted.
Yeah, but
already
they all
know.
weigh
We already know a
140
couple of
fucking
guys that
pounds.
bust their guns. How
They
strong
got no
they is.
hand
You know,
game.
they got podcasts and they can tell everything now. You know what I mean? But we ain't
Yeah,
gonna mention no names. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
they real strong. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they tough. You know, like I said, you could pull a trigger with your fingers, but it's your mentally. When them white men come against you and say, "Yeah, you facing this," how weak you get. You know what I mean? How you open up the crack of that behind and let them just put it in you. You know what I mean?
Pause.
Hey,
Pause.
Yeah, when B-Rad come and get
Pause.
you,
yeah. I ain't gonna say no
Yo.
names. You know what I mean? Because I don't like giving people fake ass clout. You know, but you already know.
Oh,
So
okay.
I know
I
what
ain't
he's
gonna.
talking about.
Yeah.
Lame
Yeah.
ass.
So So I don't
You
want to
know,
say names. You know what I
Travis
mean?
Scott
Because
got a lot of those.
they
Yeah, because
living
that
off of guys
nickname
like
is
us. You know.
crazy though. That nickname is crazy. Like,
Macy even
Yeah.
said, "What's his name?"
Yeah,
He
they
said,
want to live up, but see, cause they live off of guys like us because they couldn't be us.
but how you
You
get a
know what I mean?
nickname like that though? That's crazy.
he named himself. I didn't name
Yeah.
myself.
No, you know you get these nicknames. You gotta understand when we grow up and we do certain things, we get these little nicknames because we looking tough and everything. But then when you get older and you start doing other things, and the white man come and put that thing on you,
Oh,
your nickname
Yeah,
still gonna
B-Rad.
stay the same. Your name gonna stay the same, but your mentality is different now. You know what I mean? So. Yeah,
Right.
we always get nicknames from either girls or guys around us or certain things we do, and they give you those names. You know, and that
Mm.
runs with you for the rest of your life. That nick they gonna run with you for the rest of your life, unless you don't want to be called that. But if you want to be called that, it's gonna keep with you. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah, I got a homeboy named Fat Boy.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just waiting to see my man that came out. Well, right now, I'm saying my man as far as I knew him as
Legend.
a real. I don't know what he gonna do now when he get out. So I'm gonna see if he gonna be on certain people podcasts and shit like that. Cause then I'm gonna label you just like them. Simple as that.
I don't know
You
why
know?
you think the other dude podcast is such a nobody go on his podcast but him.
Okay,
Nobody
true.
be
I'm
on
just
here
saying, yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
I remember
you
before because before,
know,
he certain people like to clap themselves and everything. So I just laugh, you know what I mean?
yeah, ain't nobody going on his podcast but him.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, he don't got no clout like that. Everybody know he, you know what I mean?
Oh,
A
so
Yeah,
real,
but
what bull is that, man?
like I
well,
said, the few that follow these people, and if you know a lot of these guys be having certain things, and you
let me tell
following
him.
them, that what that labels them though. That's what I understand. I always was taught the birds of a feather flock together. So if I'm around a bunch of dudes that doing burglaries, I'm gonna be labeled a robber. If I'm a bunch of brothers dudes that doing rape, I'm gonna be labeled rapist. If I'm around a bunch of dudes that stand up, I'm gonna be named a stand up guy. So it's the choices you make. Your crowd. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Just show
You
me your
can't be
friends.
in
I'll
my
tell you who you
crew
are.
or be around me and I know you a certain thing.
Right.
If I know you that, you can't be around me because I'm against certain things. You know what I'm saying? I'm
And you
not
know what
having
another
it.
thing too? They be scared to be alone. Because it's
That
honoring the
too.
lone wolf. They scared
It,
to be alone. They want somebody
and
with them to do
and
everything. Like,
and
bro.
you see,
Somebody to
that's
hold
why
their
I never
fucking
had.
hand through
That's why
everything.
you never hear me. I have a team
Police is
that
bad.
has always
You
me. I'm always around me or women. It wasn't a bunch of dudes around me. I don't do that. I don't need a bunch of dudes around me. I don't want it, but I need a bunch of dudes. I like women around me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Our conversation and everything is different. With guys, the conversation is different than when you talking to a woman. We're
I mean,
not talking about
we
going
can
to
chill and
rob.
shoot the shit, but we ain't about to do
Yeah,
that all day, all night, every day, all
yeah.
night. Nah.
No, yeah, I'll be around women because I could go take them out, I could hug them, I could kiss them, they could talk. You know, it's the thing. I just tell that guy, I don't know, I can't understand, dude.
be right.
Yeah, we can hang out, go play basketball and everything, but when them weed hours come and everything, I don't want to be around them. I want
Nah,
to be
you know what
around
it
I
women.
feel
is?
like I just heard this. I just heard this on a Math Hoffa show from
Okay.
somebody. I don't know. Who was
They
that?
want to
Who
be
was
in the
that?
trenches and talk warfare all day, every day. That's what
Yeah,
it
I ain't got,
is.
Ah, that's
real motherfuckers ain't got to talk all that. We just do. I ain't trying. Listen, I don't like violence. I ain't trying to be in no violent situation. Nothing. I just like living cool and being with the women, man. That's all
Right,
I
right.
like. I
Saute
ain't.
onions and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
if the
Like,
less listen, I ain't trying to be no
Okay.
gay. I ain't trying to be no tough guy. None of that. I just don't want no violence. Keep that away from me. But
but
if it
listen,
comes my way now, if it comes my
Yeah,
way, I'm going to deal
but
with
Chris,
it the way I
your
feel.
generation taught us all that tough shit. You feel me? And the rappers and the whole industry, not even just the rappers, not just black people. I'm talking about movies and influence of that shit. And that's why America is in a weird ass place, and everybody else is like, "What the fuck is going on over there?" The kids kill each other. Like
America needs to get its balls back.
As opposed to where? When Mexico was cartels everywhere. Where in Russia? Where's the same thing?
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, everywhere is fucked. Everywhere is fucked. But America needs to get its balls back.
Bro, in India, if a woman cheat on her husband, they take her in the street, strap her down, and stone her.
Right.
That's okay. That's the punishment. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about our dumbasses killing each other over the fight and going to school and shooting up shit, which doesn't happen anywhere.
America promotes
of a broad.
America is out of control right now. It's out of control right now.
We civilized, uncivilized. Because listen, it's a first world country. Whether you want,
we're 100 years from civilization, though. Let's be honest. 100 years ago, people were fucking savages.
They live off of violence.
You're right. But
the country from day one was taken on violence.
Yeah,
this country's based on the hustle,
and they like that. They like when the rapper they give you guns.
I'm talking about fucking kids shooting up schools and kids the murder and
that now
violence and
that comes.
Not even
that comes into the family or whatever individual depends. I guess really you don't see a lot of black dudes shooting up schools.
Well, let me attest to this right quick. The recent ones, the recent ones.
I'm not going to be honest.
We can attest directly to trans emotion, hormone control changes that they're
mental
doing.
Illness. Mental illness.
A lot of them have been trans recently. So that's just.
I'm not
or some type of adjacent.
I'm going to say that they would America just live off of violence, baby. They promote it, they sell you guns, they do all that, and then they make these laws to put the people that they sell the guns to in jail after they do what they want. They know what they're doing. They've been written. It's been written a long time ago.
Have they ever indicted Glock or Remington or Six?
Never.
Sawyer?
Never.
Don't do that to Six Sawyer.
No.
Don't indict Six Sawyer. But
never. Yo, leave Sig alone. Leave Sig
alone.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I'm not.
Although you probably like High Point out in North Carolina, though.
What's going on in North Carolina? There's some shit going on down there. They killing.
I don't know.
Oh, yo, E. I don't know. I don't mean to change speed like that, but E. They letting people die out there. It was really good.
Here, the mentality.
You talking about Asheville?
Down there, so I want to.
Bro, I'm talking about like where they're not letting fucking anybody do anything to help nobody. Like you got people out in rural areas out there, and they're letting them die over lithium mine type shit.
The people said that the FEMA and the FEMA left because they didn't have access to all the roads, which was a lie. But
they need helicopters.
They're saying that the resources aren't making to the people. What's making it to the people is the people contribute, and not the big corporations and all that. So, I donate.
Which is as usual. But
that's why I'm telling people
fails.
around me, like, listen. Y'all gotta understand you gotta have your own kits to last you for months because there's not gonna be no help. You're gonna gotta get water filtration systems. Ain't gonna be no help. You gotta dehydrate your meats and your vegetables and have vacuum seal packs and get MREs. I got MREs. Yes.
Yeah. No. Literally. Like you need to have dry stores. You need to have vegetables, canned vegetables. You need to have water for
medicine,
6 months.
Sleeping
filtration.
Bags, have
at the very least. And a great tip for anybody. Listen, if you need antibiotics, go to a pet
I keep
store.
the regular stuff. I don't really go do much with other stuff.
You heard this? You heard this?
This whatever it's gonna be. I just go with the flow.
But this is
the great tip for y'all, though. A great tip.
A great tip. If you need antibiotics, but I don't eat a lot of that stuff, so I'm always prepared. So,
right.
If you need antibiotics, go to a pet store.
They got water me.
The same shit you buy.
Like I said, I go 2, 3, 4 days without eating. I just drink water or some tea, and I'm good. So, depends. Somebody's stuff cut off. I think he cut off.
He must have
been on pause or something. Okay.
But otherwise, but we were talking down here. It was the hurricane hit and messed a bunch of stuff up, and we talking in the sense of a disaster where ain't no power, you don't have access to no nothing. You gotta have certain things like this. You gotta have this, man. You can't wait on the government of FEMA. That's another thing. But FEMA's not gonna be there.
Yeah, but that's the bad part. But they saying evacuate to people, and motherfuckers ain't got no money in car to evacuate. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
Yo, but not only that, there's
Let
no
me put it
roads
this
to
way.
evacuate
If
on.
you got Eli
You have to
Musk, you got
understand where
got
you're
all
at
these
in these
billionaires. If
mountain
they really
towns.
want to help, they can get all that stuff done and have them people
if they
in an
really want
instant.
to.
No, that's
Right.
not true.
So
That's
if they
not
don't
true.
really
That's
want to
not
help,
true.
they
Let me
all
hold you.
part.
Let me hold you right
No,
there.
he's right. He's right because listen, I feel like if Trump was in there, he would send the National Guard to change the infrastructure.
Big
Yeah,
man, big man,
no
you
doubt,
with this
no
Trump
doubt.
stuff.
Yes, you're
I'm
right.
not even gonna mention Trump. He was saying
No, he's
that. So
1,000%
what's the
right.
same
Don't make
thing?
me call my boy back now. Let me
But
stop.
listen,
So
it ain't
be
got to
rad.
do with Trump. Listen, it ain't got to do with Trump saying that. It got the city. They got mayors and they got everybody, so they can do that. Because all they gonna do is report to Trump or whoever the
Well, they
president.
can't do
Yo, I
that.
need this money to do that. If they don't get the money, they're not doing that.
No, he
It's
got to
all
make the
about
decision
money.
to send them out there.
Yeah, but it's all about he don't have to make that decision. The city got mayors and governors. They can make that decision.
No, they can't.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can make
No,
that
they
decision.
Bro,
can't.
we in
All they do is
America.
No, they
Listen, hold
can't.
on. I'm
Give
here.
them
I'm
money.
telling you, they
Can't.
can't make that
They can't.
decision.
They
they call the
cannot.
president
No.
and they tell them, listen, but we need this and that, and then it's up to him to give that to them, right?
And we
So
saying,
they
Don't
and we
work
got
like
saying,
nothing
that.
against
and
their
we
car. If
saying,
they really tell them they need it, there's a lot of looting and stuff going on, and they can show it. They gonna get that.
Not
They
if they
got
have a
power to
vested
do
interest
certain
in letting
things
that
too.
shit fall
They choose
apart.
not to because they need this. They need the economy to go down, to come up, to go down, to come up.
yeah.
They call it
No, there's
casualty of war. They sacrifice humans for their pleasure.
Sound like
Okay,
some conspiracy talk going on.
let
there's
that
a
happen
lithium.
into
There's
let
literally
that
a
happen in
lithium
big
mine.
Hollywood where you got Oprah and all them at, and watch you see how the National Guard and everybody did instant. You ever notice that? Where the
He
rich
said,
folks when
"Oh,
they got all that, you see how quick they be there.
I hear
Okay, when
you."
it's the poor people, they don't care.
It's
They
weird
care,
how
but they don't care.
another
Well, in
poor
this
area too.
situation, this was a this is white rural area. They down off the mountain. It's a big river in
Listen, that's
between.
not a
Yeah.
that's not a but those are white root areas, but those are white trash areas.
No,
That's what
that's
they
not.
are.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Poor
No,
people.
it's not.
Okay.
Yes.
No, Asheville, North Carolina is not white trash.
Okay,
Nah,
so
like
listen, they
It's not blue blood though.
when
It's
the
not blue
government want to
blood.
do
No, it's
certain
blue
things, they
blood.
don't
It's
do.
pristine. It's
Is it?
wood. It's
Okay.
Okay.
mountains. It's pristine. It's country.
So
Yeah,
that means the
no,
people
it's
got the
not.
money. Okay, so that
No,
means
it's
the people
not
got the
that.
money.
I heard it's
You
about
know what I'm saying?
lithium
So they got the
deposits. That's
money
what I
that they
heard.
can get. They can hire. You know, they got people out there they can hire to come and protect
Hold
those
on.
places too,
Anywhere
right?
where it's a mountain is meth.
Is what?
Okay. All right.
Anywhere where
Okay.
there's a mountain is what?
Anywhere where it's a mountain, it's meth around.
meth.
Mark my
What you mean?
words.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, but that like white lightning. I mean, that's what you can't. I
He
wouldn't
said
say
white
that because
lightning.
there's got a lot of places with
No,
mountain
he's
that ain't
talking
got none of that stuff going
I
on.
methamphetamine.
know.
But
Methamphetamine. Rasta
yeah,
Chris ain't deal with
Like white
that.
lightning's cool. We all
Oh
like
yeah,
a
I
little
love me some
taste
white
here and there.
lightning. I love me some creek
Hell
water.
yeah.
Hold on now.
Hell
yeah, they
yeah.
make that in
I have
prison
some.
and
You
everything. But
smell
see, but
cornbread, you better
I
turn
don't drink
around.
it all that. So me, like I said, if the one thing about America, certain areas they protect, certain areas they protect a little bit, certain
I
areas
believe
they
that.
don't protect.
I believe that. That's not hard to believe.
So they're going to do. Trust me. I seen down the news. I see some of these people, and I could look at them and say, if that the way I'm just saying, the way they dress, the way they know a lot of stuff, the way I see certain things. Nah, that it's a war area to you, but that to the government, it's okay. It's all right. You get what
Yeah,
I'm
I
They
mean,
saying?
didn't protect my
you're no,
neighborhood at
no,
all. I seen that
you're
shit burn.
right. You're right. But you know, Mother Nature don't care. When she comes, it's only so much you can do,
Right.
man.
And
But I'm
I
trying
see
to tell everybody,
the kind of houses that they got that they was living in and stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't call that a wealthy neighborhood.
no,
No,
this is
some of
what
them got
this is what I'm saying.
wops.
This is what I'm saying.
Some of them
Those
got
areas that you
wops.
seen, they were behind the river, so it wasn't like this was $300 or $400,000 houses. But there are
Right.
houses there that they
Right.
No,
typically
but
And
the
trust
more
some of
me,
expensive
them
the
some
house,
of them
they're
are
not.
rich ass people that moved out there to be the fuck away from
they're
everywhere.
gonna
They got
protect that
million,
and they
$2
got
million
insurance.
houses, and they only got one road for
It's
15 miles,
ranch
but you got
style
20
houses.
houses on it.
It's not
Yep.
necessarily European 3-story type houses. It's stretched out ranches, and they might be
Right.
small or weathered, but
Right.
it's
See
it's
some
it's
people. Right. Well, let me ask you something. See some people like okay, they got big money. They want to go live by the beach and they want to have these beach houses and all these big things by the water, knowing that when the water and everything come by now, you taking a chance that your shit could be washed away. Why would I go buy property near that if I
you
know
know
that?
why?
Because
You
you
know
got
why?
insurance. That's why
Why?
you buy
Exactly,
insurance.
because
And
you
you
got
got
$1 million
another man.
insurance on it.
Let's
Huh?
go.
Because you have $1 million+ insurance on it. Anywhere where it's water, you
Right.
got
Yeah.
you got
You
like South
getting
Carolina,
paid
for
and you
example.
rebuilding the
Hold on,
house.
South
Now
Carolina,
you
for
got twice as
example.
big a house.
If you look at the houses in South Carolina, it's $1 million houses damn near, but they all on stilts. That's the insurance policy right there. So if it do flood, you got your money. You can relocate the whole nine.
Yeah, look at Dune Road in the Hamptons. Dune Road in the Hamptons. You got $40 million houses.
Saying that's a mudslide. That ain't rain in a national disaster to do it. So these people ain't getting their insurance money. They fucking over.
Certain people don't get insurance. They're gonna come up
certain
with people don't get insurance though.
Hey, they just was the one that didn't. Hey, they better have some money then.
Hey, it's time to start over. We just got to realize we got to cherish the life. Fuck the materials is gonna come and go.
And that's how you be seeing a lot of people that be so rich, and you said, "Damn, how come this person was so rich?" And because now they don't have the insurance to cover what they had to do, so they lose everything.
Yeah.
And you get what America call that? Hey, that was casual war. That's how they look at it. Right? It's casual war. We're living to that. To me, we're living to die. So they don't. The government don't care. You know, the ones that they got that's gonna live for whatever they want, cool. The ones that they're gonna let die, they're just gonna let die.
So you were exiled. You exiled from America. Do you miss America? And if so, what you miss about it? You feel me?
Only thing I miss about America right now, compared to where I'm at now, is America got you got movies you can go to anytime. You can go. It's better clubs you can go to. It's better places you can go to. England is just small and there's not a lot of. They got pubs and these pubs is like. It's like house parties. A lot of
saying Rasta
like
Chris ain't about to be in Abbey Downs in the pub nowhere.
Yeah, I go to the pubs. I go to the pubs and play pool. I mean, that's their entertainment. Listen.
A lot of white folk out there.
You got to live the way they live. So I adjust into that shit. I adjust to prison in a cell.
You out there with Jack the Ripper used to hang and shit.
I could adjust to I could adjust to the pubs. I could adjust. It's freedom, big man.
Right.
So trust me, just walking in the pub and playing some pool where I ain't got to hear an officer tell me this and that is a blessing. I could go to a garbage can. I could go in a garbage can, walk ahead and go play in a garbage can. It's a blessing. Ain't nobody telling me I can't do this and do that. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I was telling my people a story where when I was younger, we got pulled over and the officer said, "Show us your shoes." So everybody, we just came from the mall copping some ones. So we were like, "Show us your shoes." We showed him the shoes. He said, "Go ahead." I said, somebody probably just dipped off on him, but that he just broke our constitutional rights, just pulled us over for no reason, just take our shoes.
You want to see maybe you have mud on your shoes or something. They was looking for somebody that may ran into mud or something.
Yeah.
So they was looking for something. So the reason they say show the shoe, you might think one way, but they might have looked and see that he got foot wrong, he got mud, he got dirt on his shoes.
And we wasn't even doing shit. We coming back from the mall. It's like, yo, you just broke.
But they don't know.
They look like a suspect. That's all they had to say. Was
that shit happens all the time though in New York.
You know where you
that's regular shit here. But that's regular shit here in New York.
You on the road that where the burglar robber would have been on. So hey, it might be a couple. Okay, let's check these dudes. They might be one of them.
But you can't do that. That's unconstitutional.
Yo, you know what's a bitch? You know what's a bitch?
You said they can't do it. There's a lot of things they can do.
You right. You right.
But they got the power to do it.
You know,
it's constitutional when they do it.
They can do it. They did it. They did
right. It's constitutional. Listen, when you go to the court, listen.
I know they got immunity. They're sovereign citizens. I understand. They got
immunity. Right, but when you go to the court.
But my brother, we walking in California, we both look alike. They stop us. You look like a robbery suspect. There was the witness. I mean, the person that got robbed was in the car, but we couldn't see him. They flashed a light on my brother. He looked exactly like me. I swear to God, but he's 2 years younger. And then they took it off and they flashed it on me, and it left it there for longer. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He looked just like me. Left it there. I got arrested, but I had a warrant. That's why I got arrested. But yeah, I know it's beside the point. Imagine how scared I was, but I'm like, nah, he looked just like me. It can't be. But they kept the camera because they had a fucking warrant for some bullshit.
Man, my plates got stolen. The operator told me to write my shit on the back and put it on there. I did it, got pulled over, had a warrant, and had to go to jail.
Right. I said, that's the fucked up part. It's like, I'm not breaking the law. Leave me alone.
Don't be listening to these civil servants. Don't be listening to their bullshit.
I learned now. I know now.
Stay dirty.
Check with your local police department.
It is what it is like that.
But Chris, you're right, man. But listen, we got shit called homecomings and all that. It's beautiful over here, even though it's crazy.
Yo, America is the fucking best. I don't want to hear it. America is fucking. Come on,
man. North Carolina with the mountains, you can sit up there. Oh,
yeah, it's cool. Yeah, but see, they have the carnival here. Listen, I've been to the Labor Day parade and everything. Listen, the carnival here beats all of that together. They have it for 2 days.
Nah, St. Patrick's Day in Manhattan beats
$1 million march plus 2 with no violence really.
They fucking with the Macy's Day parade.
St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day.
Nah, St. Patrick's Day. That's an American thing. All they do is the carnival here.
Okay. Oh no, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're
100%.
talking about. You talking about
that thing.
100%.
Listen, that thing is so nice.
Oh, it's called Caravana
Carnival, 2 days.
Carnival.
You have it
Okay.
on Sunday and Monday.
Okay.
Sunday is like the family day. You bring the family. Then Monday is with all the women and the guys. Oh my God, that shit is lovely, Holmes. I'm talking. It's like $1 million march plus 3. This pack and
I'll take the West
no real
Indies. I'll
violence.
take the
Everybody
West Indies parade
dancing and
any
all
day.
man.
You know what? You know what? You know what we got in America.
London.
You know what we got
Huh?
in America. It's called the
Right.
Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Right, I've been to that. I try to tell you, I've been to that.
The West Indian Day Parade. He know about the West Indian. Chris know about West Indian
I
Day
went
Parade.
there. I went the one on Labor, the Eastern Parkway, but y'all have shootings and everything.
Yeah.
Y'all have shooting or somebody get killed in there. Over here, they ain't getting none
You know
of that.
what? Yeah, you're right.
Nah,
Because the Chiefs won
it
a
ain't
Super
been like
Bowl.
that
The
lately.
Chiefs won a Super Bowl, and there was a mass shooting at the damn Super Bowl.
Yo.
You see what I'm saying? Listen, I'm just telling you, over here, so far over here is none of that. They're not
Yeah, but you guys got a lot of
But y'all
stabbings
don't
right
have
now.
no
You guys got a
privacy.
lot of
You don't have no
stabbings.
privacy. It's CCTV
They be
everywhere.
stabbing people.
Okay, but why not privacy? You have privacy. Go in your house.
Huh?
They have privacy. Go in your house. You want
But
privacy? Go in your house.
I don't want you to have it on film from the time I walk down from the block to my house.
But but these are not your streets. These are their streets, so they can put what they want.
Hold on. We the people. It
Okay,
is our streets.
and do you
It is
know?
our streets. It is our
And do you
streets.
know the people is the one vote? If they say, look, we're gonna put a bill up, we want cameras. You're gonna see how many people
I
gonna vote. They
understand
want
that.
that.
But initially, we the people.
All right, so
Okay,
fuck the bullshit. Rasta Chris, after
Okay.
this 10 years, are you coming back to America? That's the question.
Nah.
Not really. I am good here.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
good
He
here,
is.
big man.
I believe he is.
I'm good here. Me come back to that. I might come back to visit, but it's
You
20
gotta
years.
come back
It's
to
like,
Brooklyn one time though, man.
nah, listen.
You
See,
got
I'm
to see
not
what
like them
Flatbush
dudes.
like.
Like
Yo,
them dudes want
Brooklyn's
to come back
crazy
in the
right now.
neighborhood
You
and
don't
show
miss
you.
it after 10 years. He'll be here.
No, it's
Okay,
nice.
big man.
It's
Okay,
fucking
I tell
decent,
you
bro.
right
It's
now,
good shit.
I ain't missing nothing.
You're missing the food. You're
They
missing
got
the food.
everything
Don't
here,
even
and
front. You're missing the
it's big to
food
me.
right
It's a
now.
little
The
bit.
food now, Rasta Chris, the food.
You're missing the food.
Remember, I'm not a food, but I cook for myself. I don't eat from restaurants and stuff. I cook for
Oh, yeah,
myself.
yeah. He don't eat vegetables.
Okay.
He don't eat vegetables, and he don't eat no
meat,
grains.
no flesh.
No meat. No
What?
vegetables.
No oxtail?
I cook for myself. I'm loving this. A big man. Do you understand?
What
I
you
was
eat,
happy
bro?
in America.
You showing
I
me
was
good
happy.
shit.
Let me explain. I was happy in America a long time, 30 years before I went to prison. And coming here now, I'm a different happy at peace. I have no headaches. I have no arguments with nobody, no problems with nobody. Nobody looking to shoot me.
Now that is real
I'm living
though.
peace.
That is a
No, I
different
got
reality we
I got a
don't
problem with
understand.
England. I got a
At
problem with
this
England
age
though. I got
now,
a problem
I'm
with England
living
and their
comfortable. I'm
subjugation
cool.
bullshit.
So I ain't missing nothing that I ain't missing. I had already. I ain't missing none of that. I ain't missing the
You're
nice
living in
cars
an
I had.
oppressive
I like
country.
taking a bus and a train. Listen, I'm loving this shit.
See,
This
but they
is
Yo,
get
but
benefits.
you
But
live
he
in
can,
a super
been out
oppressive
that
but he
long.
country
can
though.
break his ankle and go get it done on the government.
right. Right. I just had to listen.
By
I
somebody
have a
you
little
don't get to
bump.
choose?
I had a
Yo,
little
that free
bump. I had a
healthcare
little
bullshit is
bump under
whack.
my neck. I thought it was a hair bump or something.
What?
I went over there. They done gave me a dermatologist, everything. They checked it out. They found
That's
He
ain't
just
crazy.
nothing.
said free
Yeah, but
healthcare
you
is
didn't
whack.
get to pick your
What's
doctor.
Free
wrong
You didn't
here?
get to
Listen,
but you didn't
I
know.
am loving
Socialized
it, big
healthcare.
man. Free
Socialized
transit.
healthcare.
All right,
I got
B-Rad, what you
orthodontist
Socialized
right
say?
across the
healthcare is
street.
whack.
Listen,
Hold on, let B-Rad talk. What'd you say?
Socialized healthcare is fucking whack. You
I
don't get to
can't hear
choose
him.
your
Okay.
doctor.
You can't hear him? Oh, that's
No, I
why.
can't hear
Somebody got to
nothing you said.
reiterate. Somebody got to reiterate.
Socialized healthcare is whack. He says it ain't. It's not.
You don't
Cool.
get to choose your doctor.
I can't
You
hear
get any.
nothing he
It's like
says.
a public defender for a fucking
He
doctor.
said socialized. He said socialized healthcare is whack. You can't choose your doctor. Y'all don't have private industry basically. You just got to take what
Yeah,
they give you.
Listen,
you're getting a
you can
public
choose.
defender
You can
for a
choose your
fucking a
doctor. Okay.
doctor.
You can't change
Listen.
it.
Okay. But let me tell you. Okay. All that sounds good, but some of these doctors here taking care of all the people and everything, and they doing the same job
Then
they
why
were.
does
So what's
everybody
the
come to
difference? They
America for
doctor.
good
You could
surgery?
get the best doctor in the world, and they garbage. And you could get some
Yeah,
that
but
is
how many
hungry
people
and
go
is
to
worse doctor.
England
They
for?
good.
How many
See, but
people
B,
go to
As long as
England for
listen, as long as
cancer
you
care?
take listen.
Nobody.
But B-Rad, I gotta
They
give him
come to
his
America
credit
for cancer care. They come to America for all of the.
because
Yeah.
we go to Saudi Arabia and Mexico and Turkey for everything else too. So
But
Nah,
that
that's hair
depends. But
transplant
that
to
depends
Turkey
on
and
you taking
bullshit.
care of health. I don't have no health issues. They say, "Oh, my stuff is good." I don't have no health issue.
That's
So
a
how you
beautiful
take
thing.
care of how you take care of yourself, how you eat and
True.
everything. Remember, it's, what you eat and everything, how you
That's
take care
true.
of yourself, that gives you problems. So you
right.
gotta go to the doctor. If you take care, unless it's you get hit by a car or something like that. But if it's a health thing, it's that's because how you take care
Oh,
of
you came
yourself.
across Sebi. I understand.
That's
So I'm
true.
saying I don't eat a lot of stuff, so I don't get a lot of disease. I don't get a lot of
Like,
sickness.
Right.
Because I take care of myself.
See, but also I was saying not too long ago, we don't understand at a certain age you don't need meat. You don't need red meat. You don't need
No,
certain meat.
but
You hear me?
I believe that. I
No,
was
when you're
raised
younger, you
vegetarian.
do.
it don't have to be a certain age. It could be you could do that from a young age.
Yeah, you
If
can do
people
it.
get to people start want to take care of themselves when they find out they got something, they get sick
Right.
and they still don't stop. People that love meat ain't gonna stop. They gonna look at me, oh, you don't eat meat, he crazy.
Yeah, you
Okay,
right.
No,
I
I
mean,
I
they
I,
show
I primarily don't
Chinese
eat
people
meat
eat
anymore, to be honest.
Chinese
rats and
people live a
that's
little
what they
Meat eater,
longer.
says. Listen, you know how many people eat Chinese food? It's a sick and it's grease. It's all
That's
grease.
so
And
bad. It's
A
all the
lot
MSG.
of it.
truth.
And
They like to
MSG.
look fat.
MSG.
And
Listen,
his dog and his cat.
how many people tell you
oh,
being fat have a
Facts.
big stomach is a good life? To me, that's garbage.
No.
That's
Hey, you know
nonsense.
what's funny? In '06, Gucci had the stomach. That was like the standard. All the dudes wanted the Gucci stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay,
that
but
was
yeah,
some
yeah,
real
yeah.
shit. That was some
Gangster,
real shit,
gangster
bro.
gut.
The
right. So
unhealthy
I'm just
lean
saying,
stomach. Yeah.
Yeah,
if they want to
that's
be
what
this,
happened to me. I just wanted to be like Gucci. That's all.
Yeah.
yeah,
Had the
but
big
people,
T with the
Hey,
stuff
hey,
with the stuff.
hey,
right,
Angel Hall.
but that was
Shout out to
brainwashed. But
you.
listen,
Uh,
that was
we ain't gonna talk
brainwashed to
about
us.
Monica
That was
and
brainwashed to
Remy
us by
Ma.
the
She keep
system.
asking that question too, Angel Hall. But shout out to you though.
Let me ask you something. Let me
Yo,
ask you
Remy Ma
something.
would definitely win, no
Look.
doubt.
I
Don't
heard
sleep
something
on
on there's some
Remy.
type of outbreak
Don't sleep.
in McDonald's, Whoppers or whatever.
Yeah,
How
E.
many people
coli.
still? Yeah, how many people still eating the Whoppers and everything? Don't care.
Bro, I have not eaten fast food in 2 fucking years.
You see
Easy.
what I'm saying?
I
Easy
don't
2 years.
yeah, I don't want two
Tell my
layers
girl
of
today I'm gonna stop eating fast food. I just said it today. I swear to
No, but
God.
I'm
Yeah, how
also
many people
gluten
eat
free.
Kentucky
I'm
Fried
also
Chicken,
gluten
whatever,
free
and
and
don't
like half
care? You
vegan.
know what I mean? So
Oh,
if to
what?
each his own, listen. How many people smoke cigarette and they tell you it give you cancer?
Every year. Yeah.
Okay, and then when they get cancer, why they complain?
They come
Not
to
me.
America for the healthcare.
You get what I'm saying? They get
Facts.
and why they
Good.
complain? If they tell you smoking cigarettes give you cancer, and then you talk about, oh man, I don't know, then you catch cancer.
So let me ask you something about over there. Ain't no shootings over there you hear about.
No,
No, they don't got
no.
guns.
As far as I've been here, since I've been here, I
They
haven't
still
heard a
shoot.
gunshot. I haven't seen a shooting. I haven't known nobody that got shot. I hear
Okay.
like maybe one or two people got shot somewhere on the
It's
other
nice
side of
away
London.
here.
I don't know, but it's nothing
It's
like
just nice
America. When
away.
you come out your door, when you come out of America, every time you come out, you hear somebody down the block got killed or around here. If you're in Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, or Bronx, especially Brooklyn or Bronx, you hear that every day.
Bronx.
You got way more people than y'all.
Right.
More
Y'all
crowded.
got
Hmm.
women. I'm just saying, London. I'm in London. That's like a big Brooklyn.
That was the first New York.
Hmm? So yeah. So
1500,
I'm
No,
just.
500 years before New York was the yeah.
But
So
I'm telling
No,
y'all,
it was
listen. I'm
York. It
telling you,
was
the
York.
mentality of
Then
the
it was
people
New
here.
York.
The mentality of the people here is different. The mentality of the people here is different. They not
mm.
speeding. They not speeding in life. Everything is like not fast, not slow. It's just on your pace, on your pace.
That's because we took them off that high
It's
horse
a
about,
difference. Your
what,
mind frame
50,
is
60
easy.
years
People like
ago?
here, they
Like
didn't
a
worry
good
about how you
number.
dress,
But listen,
like certain parts.
y'all know y'all are the grandparents of America. We the child, right?
I mean, that's what they say, but I'm telling you, living
Nah,
here,
ain't what they say. It's y'all
You know,
Okay.
we
fault. Y'all gotta
defeated the
hold that.
greatest army
You
that
gotta
ever
hold
existed.
that. You gotta
okay,
hold that. Y'all got responsible for that, man.
Cold fact. Cold fact.
Yo,
Yeah.
we
that
defeated the
what?
greatest
Okay, but
army
I'm
that ever
saying America
existed.
learn off of here learn off America. They
We
follow the
learned from
same.
y'all. We learned from y'all.
Right. But let me tell you the difference. You're
Y'all
right.
And then
You
sent
we
learn
y'all
said, no,
from
people
you're
us.
not
over here.
touching our boats.
But listen what I'm
Don't touch
saying.
the
You learn
boats.
from
Don't.
us.
Yeah,
You
but they
learn from
say
England.
don't fall far from the tree, but sometimes they do, homie.
Okay, but listen what I'm
Yeah, but we
saying.
make
You
apple
learn
pie
from
up in
England,
here.
but when you listen, it's like this. England say one thing, America took it and twisted. The conspiracy here, here, you can't just do there's no conspiracy here. What they conspiracy is not like how America conspiracy. You can't come in and say, oh, he did this. They don't want to hear that. They want to catch you doing that. If they don't catch you
Yeah.
doing that, it's no conspiracy. Over there, America took the conspiracy law and made it like oh, we gonna round all y'all up, y'all all conspired. They said no, that's why when I came back here, they said, "Yo, they ain't no such thing. They ain't
So
no
y'all have
that's no
legal,
conspiracy."
y'all real have legal liberty, but at the same time, you don't have no privacy outdoors.
Okay, well, you said I
Yo, they're
mean,
sending people to prison over
again, you
Facebook
have a house.
prints.
If you decide to
Facebook
put
shit.
cameras in
Yeah,
your
the
house,
crime is down. I'm with it.
it's
Fuck it.
your house. I'm just saying. I'm trying to show you an example. You have a house. I come to your house. There's camera in your house. I
No,
have a choice. I don't like it. I
yeah,
don't like it. I leave your house. This is England. The king and queen say they putting cameras all up in here. You don't like it, leave.
yeah.
This is their house.
Right.
As simple
Yeah,
as
the
that.
king and queen
So
have
if
no
you're gonna
power.
be here, you ain't gonna tell us how to run out. You
Okay,
ain't
well,
gonna
you
tell
know
them
what?
how
When
to
you put
run
it
their
that way,
house.
when you put it that way, okay, I understand.
Right, you got, and that's like America. Listen, they want to go. You can't tell me how to run my house. This is the queen and king. We giving y'all benefit. We doing this. We protecting our people that pay taxes. You don't like it? Get out the country. This is our house. See, America don't have that rules. So the America take it. They
We
want you to
do.
have that
We
stuff.
just hide it.
Let's go.
Okay, but they ain't putting cameras up because America got money to put cameras everywhere.
We
Why?
don't
They
have
like
to.
the
We don't have
violence.
to. Everybody else got one. We'll just invade yours.
Okay, but everybody here got one too on their
Facts.
doors and stuff like that too. But the streets got cameras. You do a crime, listen, they
We're
catch
just
you on the
smarter.
next
We're gonna
block.
say, you know what? It don't make sense $1 billion infrastructure to install millions
Okay,
of
but
cameras.
listen,
What we gonna do? Everybody got billions and millions of cameras. We're just gonna invade yours.
listen. Let me explain something about money. They want to do
Diabolical.
the camera, Eli Musk and all them, they want to put cameras up all around there. Y'all can't, they do it. They got the money.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
don't want to.
listen, I ain't complaining because I already know it's already here. We ain't gonna if we ain't gonna come together collectively and all out go to war behind it. There ain't no
Yeah.
point in complaining about it.
Right. They don't, they do it. Okay, they doing
We talking
here.
about
Listen.
cameras and Elon Musk, but my boy, he was
Let
in
me
the
ask you something. Let me ask you something. You have mothers and sisters and everything, right? Wouldn't you want cameras up to protect them?
That's what I'm saying. My
But
boy was in the
listen,
Tesla. My boy was in the Tesla. The police pulled him over. He was on some dirty shit, dirty cop. Get out the car, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of here because he was driving and he kind of cut off the cop undercover and the
Tesla
cop
held him down.
his lights. So they pulled him over. My boy said, sir, you know you're under surveillance. This whole car is a camera. You're under all the surveillance. And then once he realized, he went in his phone and looked up the model of the car. That's what my boy said. Then he said, yeah, just watch where you go next time, and left, basically, and pulled off. I'm not against cameras. I'm not
This is what I'm trying
I'm
to
not in the streets no more. I'm not, so I don't give a fuck. If you're not doing
listen.
nothing wrong, then go ahead.
Right.
You want
Only one that don't want cameras.
the
Only one that don't want cameras is people that might be doing something wrong. I love it. Listen, it don't
no,
bother me.
hold on. No, you gotta leave room for this right here.
Leave room for what?
Listen,
Certain shit you just don't want other people seeing.
No. We gotta put it to him this way. The forefathers set it up for it. You have to keep privacy in mind to where it's a thin line between cameras everywhere for protection and tyranny.
Again,
Okay,
if you come out your house and you in my country, you're gonna either you want privacy, go back in the house.
Expect to be on camera. Public safety.
But in my neighborhood, I actually have privacy.
I'm not, because
and
I'm
I don't like the
saying
fact that
if
everybody's
you
got
in
a
their
ring cam on
country,
every fucking house.
and that's what they want to do. If you go to Dubai and them, they got cameras up. You do something there, you see, go to Dubai and let me do a crime and see what happens. You don't even get to come back to your country.
Dubai is not a
Because what they
democratic
tell
fucking
you,
republic.
this is the way we run in
Yeah,
our
you're
country.
right.
You don't like it, don't come. They
But
ain't worried
Dubai is
about
not
you
a
coming, don't
democratic
come.
republic like
But
America.
this is
It's
our rule.
not.
Canada the same
That's
thing.
apples and
You go
oranges.
to
That's
Canada,
apples and oranges.
you better follow their rules because you go to jail. Ain't no coming back to America and all that shit. You're gonna do all that time there, then they send you out. They ain't trying to hear that. So we telling you, don't come up here with no bullshit, because we not playing. So you go up there with bullshit, test them, you gonna see. Just like here. So if you don't like it, what did you do? Don't buy a ticket to go there. Stay in America. Live that life.
Julio's killers wouldn't have been caught. Wasn't for them cameras. None of these killers would be caught if it wasn't for these cameras.
You know,
Yo,
go to
Julio
Australia,
was
the
marched
same
for
thing.
death as a
So how come all
child,
these
let's be
countries,
honest.
you don't hear all this violence and stuff really going on in their country like America, because they
Because
got
they
their
ain't got
country in
guns like
control.
we got. Because they don't got
You don't
guns like
like
we
it?
got.
Don't
And they
come.
don't got freedom.
But like I said the other day, they're not gonna shoot. They're gonna bomb a subway. They're gonna bomb a grocery store.
Okay, cool. But
Yeah, they're going to do
listen,
some coward
how
shit.
many shoots you
Americans
had
take
in
it toe to
America street and
toe.
everything? How many bombers you heard? Since I've been here, I ain't hear no bombers.
I ain't hearing
In
about
2
no
years,
bombs out there.
listen, in 2
What?
years, I ain't hear no bombing and nothing. I ain't hear no real
I'm sorry,
violence.
but I'm just saying,
How
like,
many?
Bro, it be radical Muslims all the time bombing them people going against them. The
Yeah,
freedom of
but you
speech.
keep saying
Ooh,
that. You
E,
keep
get
saying
him,
that,
get
but I'm
him.
saying,
Uh-oh.
listen, watch America every
They just
day and
don't.
watch
They're
here.
not gonna publicize it like that though.
If I'm here, baby, if they bombing something here and I'm here, I would know.
Yeah, you would know.
Listen, I'm gonna have the stats for you next time.
Okay, but
All
I'm
right.
saying since I've been here, I haven't heard a bombing, a shoe scooting, a restaurant being shot up. I ain't hear none of that.
ESC, are you
Since in
saying
2 years,
There's a
in
lot
2
going
years,
on in England.
crime is crazy out there? That's what you're saying, ESC? Because that's not true.
in 2 years
Nah,
now, how
Crody.
many in 2 churches been shoot up, restaurants and everything in America?
A lot.
Listen, I'm not having that argument with you. Because a man went into church.
He's
a man went into church and prayed
KP.
with some people.
I ain't mad at him.
And turned around and shot and killed them.
Okay, that you talk about the little kid.
Yeah.
No, he
didn't win it. You see, you got it wrong. He didn't win it.
Different.
Stop.
Different.
He didn't go to church. He went to a studio that trained these girls and them get trained like Taylor Swift.
Listen, it happened in South Carolina. That's a state.
You talk about South Carolina. I'm talking about England.
Totally
no, I'm
different.
talking about Charleston. I said I'm with you. I'm not having that argument because I know firsthand. Because down here, he'd go to church and pray with some people and turn around and kill them. So I know firsthand.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So see,
I'm sorry,
and you read that. You read that lifestyle.
Huh?
You read that life. You read that lifestyle for your family.
I'm what that lifestyle?
You rather that lifestyle for your family.
It's not that I rather. It's you got to put your mind into a person who don't know no difference. This is what it is.
This is stop it. You can't put your mind.
You gotta be able to adjust the response though.
That's the problem. That's the problem I see with people. They keep trying to put themselves in people's mind. You cannot put yourself in nobody else's mind.
So don't expect me to understand. Don't expect me to understand where you coming from.
I understand that. I'm living it, so I can only tell you. But I can't put myself in nobody. That's like put yourself in a woman's mind.
I understand.
A woman putting herself in a man. We can't.
I understand.
You got to put yourself in your own mind, and then you know.
We can return the same statement.
Okay, but I'm saying, cool. Listen, I am comfortable. I am happy. And you ask me about Mr. America, I'm loving this.
Somebody mind. I don't understand what you're saying either because
you said what? B-Rad, come on. Am I talking crazy?
Nah, bro, I'm with you.
I can't put myself in nobody's mind because you put yourself in my.
Tell me if I'm wild. If I'm wild,
it's not a confrontation. We don't gotta turn it into that. You feel me?
What?
Chris
Bush, slow your roll, Playboy, chill.
Just getting for nothing, for no reason.
All right.
You said you gotta put yourself in somebody else's mind. You feel me?
But you can't do that. You can't. Let's be honest. If you could do that, then we wouldn't have no fucking problems.
Because you can't.
You wouldn't have any problems.
If you put yourself in somebody else's mind, you could tell. You gonna know when they're going to shit. You gonna know when they're going to eat. No, you can't. You can't put. You only can put yourself in your mind. You could try to think for somebody, but you might be 100% wrong.
That's why we need to learn to listen, folks.
So I don't put myself in nobody. When somebody do something, I'm gonna say, well, people say they snapped. They did. I don't know. They just felt like doing it because they did it. That's how I look at it. They blame it on the school. They bury it on the parenting. They bury it on the upbringing. No, sometimes you just got to take responsibility for yourself and say, listen, he did that shit because I don't know. He just tripping. Hey.
Yeah, what Chris don't know is that accountability is in slim fucking demand these days in America.
Nobody taking accountability out here.
Everybody try to analyze the next person. No, you can't.
That's what we do here.
But you can. You're gonna look at the brain. You're gonna say, "Oh, this little thing must be." They go in your whole brain and say, "Oh, this is what. Oh, this might have triggered him to do that and everything." No. I'm just saying people just decide this. Fuck that. I ain't trying to live no more. I'm trying to take people out. They've been taught that by their racist uncles or cousins or whatever. It's a whole lot. So you try to put yourself in somebody's mind. You got to live that. Right, that's like trying to put. That's like trying to put yourself in my mind, and I went to jail. Oh, I know how you felt when you went to jail. You don't know how I felt when I went to jail.
Hell no.
You could go to jail, and you might feel something totally different. Mm-hmm. So you can't put yourself in my frame. Only I can tell you what I did and my thinking. But then you can say, man, I can't believe you do that. Like I said, I don't eat meat. Some people say, man, how you can eat meat? I can't even put myself in that frame of mind. You can't until you do it. You get what I'm saying now?
Growing up poor, had nothing, come from a real poor, rough background.
You got a lot of kids growing up poor then. So they can say all of them would do the same thing. Come on.
Nah, y'all gotta rewind it back. Rewind it back to that statement. You could listen to that part again. You will understand what I was saying.
What you say? Which one?
Yeah, I fuck with you. I fuck with you.
Now I said when you run it back to that part, you'll understand what I was saying.
All right, well finish it. Don't get tight and can't finish it.
No.
Don't even play E like that.
Wanted to get heated and still go.
I wasn't coming from there. You had to follow the conversation to understand why I said that and why it was said.
Oh,
when
you
run
can't
it back, you would say that. Nah, too much to unpack. I don't remember verbatim, but you when you run it back, you will see what I'm talking about.
All right, but that was I think that was a good show. What's up, y'all? Anything else?
We put two in. Now we put two in. We covered a lot too.
Okay.
Yeah, we went deep tonight.
I like this.
It's nice to hear Mace, man. Mace back out and shit. He sounding good spirit.
Yeah, they gave him
Oh
some.
no! Fuck.
He'll be all right.
The Yankees just dropped the second game to the Dodgers. Fuck.
Damn.
Oh,
He's doing good too. Fucking Yankees.
Okay.
All right, one more thing.
not anymore, bro.
Let's do some predictions.
Okay.
First Diddy. Is Diddy gonna cop out or go to trial? I say Diddy gonna do a cop out. He's gonna do some secret ratting, and he's gonna do up to like 10 years, some years. That's my prediction on Diddy. B-Rad, what you think? All right, go. Let's go around. Chris, you go last. B-Rad, what you think?
Trial all day for Diddy. Trial.
Diddy going to trial?
And I don't know what. I know he's going to prison, but for how long I don't know, and it's crazy.
All right, EST, what you think?
He trial, man. He got resources. You might as well use it. And like Rasta Chris said, it's best to go to trial and
it is best, but is he gonna do what's best?
And get burnt than to take, like he said, it's best to go to trial and take that deal and you can't appeal and shit further down the line you can't benefit from. So it's best to go ahead.
Yeah.
Chris.
I'm saying he know what he did, he know what he didn't do, and when the evidence come, and before all that, he'll know. He'll say everything before. He'll say a lot of stuff before he know either the cop out or go to trial. I'm saying because of the longer he wait, every day in that cell is driving him crazy. He might be telling already, Holmes. He might be telling already.
That's my prediction.
You could go to trial. You could go to trial and still be telling. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Last one.
I'm thinking right now he's fucked. Right now he's going through misery. Trust me.
Just being not around all that luxury he used to.
Man,
just being in there for women. It's a different mind frame when you go to the prison and you being in a prison. He's not even in prison yet. He in a holding cell in an MDC. That's not even near prison yet.
That's worse.
And he's fucked. That's a torture before you get to prison. He's fucked. Mm-hmm. He's going through mental craziness right now. Being in a cell 24 hours a day.
With no bitch
being in a cell with the lights on. Being in a cell where you only get 3 meals a day. You ain't getting no commissary because you're in the shoe. You don't get commissary. You get stamps.
You can't shave.
You get soap. Yeah, you can shave. They come around now. You get shaved every 3 days. They come around, give you his razor. No, and then
for a
then
half
he
hour.
might not get to shave or anything like that because they got to monitor him because he might cut his wrist. He might cut his neck.
So little bitch ass
He's gonna be the wolf man.
He's going through. He's going through worse shit than the prison. The motherfucker go to prison or prison. He's going through a lot right now.
Well,
it's breaking. It's getting him ready.
At the end of the day, you
if he get through this,
yeah,
if he get through this, he's gonna be all right. Listen, everything he
finally
done
be a
in
gangster
life is
rapper
coming back rushing
through.
to him right now. If he weak-minded, that shit is breaking him down. If he's strong-minded like me, he just put all that shit. Say, I did what I did. It is what it is, and go to sleep and wait for your time.
What if he drop an
album? Simple as that, Holmes.
Go to sleep.
That's it. It's simple as that, Holmes.
That's all you got.
But look, Chris, you know you can only sleep so much in there, man. You can only sleep so much.
Right. And every day I used to get up. You got to read a book. You got to pace. You got to think about all the good shit, all the good girls I did this to, all my kids and shit. You got this, and you. Oh man, you think about all kind of stuff. Your mom's, then if you get a lot of dirt. I know
firsthand, them cells bring nightmares too.
Right.
You can't sleep.
If you do, but if you know you did shit and you did shit from the honesty and you did shit because you had to, because somebody did, then if you did some crooked shit or some fucked up shit, it's coming at you now.
And it's hard it is because I want people to know this. They throw you in a cell in a prison. Under the prison,
yeah.
Do what you want.
When I was doing my pay time and somebody doing something that might get in trouble while you in prison, they say, "Oh, you going to jail?" They mean that.
Let me tell you how it is.
You ain't get it.
Let me tell you how you should do.
Yeah.
Just try to go. This is all I need everybody to do. Just go in your bathroom, shut yourself in your bathroom, turn the water and everything off, and just sit there for a whole day without coming out. See if you can sit in your bathroom, shut the door for a whole day without coming out. I'm talking about don't come out to get nothing to eat. Don't come out enough. Just stay in there for a whole day. See if
get some diabetic toothpaste. Get a little
I
brush,
don't care.
bounce
No,
that
just sit in
big.
the bathroom. Don't listen. Just sit in your bathroom 24 hours. Don't eat nothing or nothing. Just sit in your bathroom. See if you can do that. I
I'm good.
Fuck
guarantee
that.
you,
I'm an
if it's
American.
100 people right now, 99 of them can't do it.
Yeah.
Nah, you're right.
So
My hardest
just
time getting
picture
locked
that.
up wasn't my 3 years. It was when
Yeah,
I was a juvenile,
I'm not.
17,
See,
in
I'm
Rhode
not even
Island.
saying.
I sat in a cell and they put me in there, and it was just I was losing my mind. I swear to God, I was in there for like
Okay, so I'm
5,
trying to
6
tell somebody.
hours.
I'm trying to tell the
I
people in
swear to
society
God,
right now,
I'm good.
and some
Let
people
me
got
out.
nice bathroom. Some people got nice bathroom. No, I'm wrong. Go in the closet. Take all your clothes and everything out of the closet. Just go sit in your closet for 24 hours. See if you can do that. If you can do that, you can handle. You can handle. Maybe a week in jail.
And then
Maybe a
after
week.
you start
He
talking
wasn't a
to
I
them,
got
drug
a
addict.
dope ass closet
These
though.
dudes
I
were
got a
drug
dope
addicts.
closet.
He wasn't a drug addict. These dudes are addicted to
Right,
drugs. They're addicted
right,
to the women, the luxury. It's a whole nother hard.
right.
I
You
can't
got
imagine.
detox. They try to
Ooh,
detox him and
chicken
everything.
in
Just picture.
prison.
Just try to go in your closet for one day. Just one
Mm.
day.
He said, "Go in
That
the closet
ain't
for a day."
24 hours is not long. Some people can't do it for a couple of hours. Just try to go in there for one day. Any of
Shit,
y'all that
kick
can
you open
sit
a
in your
mansion.
closet for
Good
one
luck.
day, unless you've been to prison and everything, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's
But if
hard.
you can't sit in your and you ain't never been to prison, none of that shit, you can't sit in your closet one whole day
he
without
gonna be like,
TV.
Wharton, you ain't got another mattress? My back hurt.
Yeah,
Bring
without
him.
TV. I'm just saying, just sitting there one day with no bed, nothing. Just see if you can sit in it. No TV, no radio, no nothing. Just sit in there, empty closet.
Silence.
And I guarantee, and some of y'all closets are big, and some of y'all closets are small. And guarantee, get the smallest closet
I
and
got
try to
that
sit
big
in there.
Lose
closet.
your
So
mind.
picture him in the cell. That's how he is
And
in the
that's when
cell right
time
now.
slow down, bro. 1 hour would be like oh,
Tell me. There you
You
go.
lose your
See, you
mind.
know what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah.
about then.
time slow down,
What
bro.
really
You
messed
be
me up? They
like,
put a clock in that little cell too. That
Yeah.
really
that's the
messed
worst
me
thing
up.
to do.
Close the
Yeah,
clock
put a
Take the
clock in
clock
there.
outside.
down. Take that
Put
clock
yeah,
down.
you
No, it was
said it right
outside,
there.
and you see it through the like.
Yeah,
Oh,
put a clock in there and watch the clock and see how long that hour is.
that
And
threw me
24
up.
hours. You gonna go to sleep. You're gonna fall asleep. When you wake up, it was only 2 hours went
Oh
by.
no, see, I tell people that the worst thing to do is to fall asleep because when you can't do it no more
Right.
and you forced to
Yeah.
be up, that's the shit right
That's
there.
the problem. Yeah, try to stay up
Yeah.
until it's time to go to sleep because
Yeah,
Now,
man.
now, now picture it. Picture now in the closet and keep the light on.
Oh, you know
24
what? No, hey,
hours.
hey, look, you know what most of these young boys doing now?
still closet.
They mad out. They go take them meds to put them to sleep for hours.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
They do that. They listen, I don't do none of that. I know a lot of people and that don't work because now when that med go off, you get worse.
oh, you get
See, I
addicted.
never took medicine of it. Listen, I just dealt with it. I sleep when I had to sleep. I up when I had to up. They used to come around and see me. With that so I used to be coming around. And one thing, I never let the police see me stressed. So I used to, even if I'm stressed, when they come around, I'm dancing, I'm singing to myself. They say, "Damn, fuck with this dude." So that makes them.
Yeah,
That made
you
them took me
remind
out
me
the
of
cell. They said,
KK.
"Oh, he's." See, I was playing them mind over matter. They make them took me out the cell now, put me in a regular cell. Cause they said this nigga enjoying this shit. You have to enjoy it. You have to get so fucked up in your head. You have to enjoy that insanity to
They
be
trying
to
to
be
break you.
sane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to inside that to be sane. That's what I do. So I dance. I think I'm dancing with this girl. Oh, I was at this party. I'm dancing. I'm remembering all the little parties I went to, the house parties, all them little shit came to my mind. So that's why I be, oh yeah, singing to myself and everything. Cause you got no radio, no nothing.
Yeah.
So I was seeing all LL or on the wings of love. I was seeing all type of crazy shit and just dancing. So every time they come around, listen, every time because they make a walk every 30 minutes. And every 30 minutes
That's
they come out, they
funny.
see me dance. They say, damn, this fucking dude.
Not
Yo,
all
we
the
gotta get
wings
him
of
out of
love.
here. He liking this shit. See, you gotta make it so far. You gotta like what they putting you through. Because if you don't, it breaks you. And when they see one thing about them, they don't like when you like something.
Yeah.
They want to make sure they got you crazy. So if you're in that room and you enjoying yourself, well, get him out of there. Yeah, he too happy. You got to play their mental game. You got to act like them. Oh, this shit don't bother me. Y'all got me fucked up. Yo, keep the light on, man. That shit too dope. Make it brighter. You got to play mental with them. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I did it, Holmes. I'm telling you.
I
So
know.
now I look back at all that stuff, I laugh. I like, damn, they thought they had me. And that's why they said this nigga, they respect me because you stood up. You know, they're gonna respect one thing about it, they're gonna respect you.
It's a thing
They're
about
gonna respect.
respect,
You
right?
got to make them respect you. Make them look good. The warden, the captain used to say, when the captain would come by, I used to be butt naked. I used to be butt naked. They say, what's wrong with this guy? Why he don't put clothes on? I only did that to disrespect them because they like to look at you. They like to tell you what. So when they come by,
Yeah.
they're like, why he ain't got no clothes on? Ooh, the women coming by, block this window. I do that all the time just to fuck with them. Just to fuck with them. See,
They
we have to fuck
come
with them.
view you like an animal, so you might as well act like one.
Right. There you go. There you go.
Like it's a zoo institute, and they
and the
come and look at
respect
this
thing.
one. Look at this
They
paperwork.
go, and they respect that.
Macy
They want
told
to
me
make me listen. I used to fuck them up so bad. They want to make me the orderly, come out and clean the range and everything. I used to do it. Because they
got
gave me a
freedom.
little space to talk to other guys and everything. I didn't do it for them. I did it because I get to talk to other guys and
It's
you
emotional.
know what I mean? Yeah, find out what's going on in the world because I have no radio, no TV, and nothing. So I just sit there and sweep and they tell me, man, you know, such and such has got locked up, or you know, such and such got killed because I didn't know because I ain't got no radio, nothing because they kept me segregated. They did that to me for 2 years, Holmes, in a dry cell. I went on a 40-day hunger strike.
And I know somebody who did that. You know, when they come through, he used to strip down like that, and they start hitting him with sexual assault with the officer.
Oh, if the girls come,
they can do that. But listen, they can't do that to you because they say they can't tell you can't be in your cell naked.
Well, you know, certain private institutions, different rules, and they be, you know.
Okay, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you how you can beat that because they don't change your clothes for 3 days. So you know what I used to say? I used to say I wash my clothes because y'all ain't giving me my clothes every day. I like to stay clean every day. See, you got to know what you're doing.
All right,
that's pretty good.
Because why you got me putting on the same underwear for 3 days?
You have to clothe me. Okay, bet.
So so now they used to make them. All the other dudes wasn't getting clothes. I get clothes changed every day because I'm like, I like to stay clean. My religious belief. They can't tell me
so
what
you'll fuck around and sue the people and been done.
Right.
Like,
I said,
okay.
Listen, my religious belief. They said, what? I said, all right, I'm an atheist. So you can't tell me what an atheist do. This is what atheists do. We have to change our clothes every day. I need clean clothes every day. So they told me, what? So I go to the shower. I will wet my clothes when they come out. I wet my jumpsuit and everything. So they have to come give me. I said, well, I don't got no clothes. All my clothes is wet. I wash them. I don't like to put on the same thing every day. No. So they got to respect that. So if you won't want me, give me clothes every day so I won't be in here naked. So I used to change certain rules in there. See, you have to, and they were like, okay, he makes sense. Because they can't tell me my religion, because they religious everything. They got to pray, they got to do this, right? Okay. Yeah. That's all you got to do. When you religious overrule everything.
Right.
The psychology come in and they overrule the warden and everything because they don't answer to the warden. They answer to the region.
Guess what? Kamala said she wants the taxpayers to pay for sex.
Boy. Yeah, but listen, I'm not. See, I don't even get into that stuff because I'm not. I mean, that's what you want to do. Cool. The niggas that want to follow that and do that, cool. I don't get into that. I leave that alone because you know me. I'm against that stuff anyway. I'm against that stuff anyway. Okay. So we're not gonna conversate it because they're gonna ban me because I would go off. I'm not.
No,
with that.
I mean I just wanted to state that's what she wants. But okay.
Yeah, I know. I heard it. I know. I mean, and the dudes that choose to do that, cool. She won a lot of things.
I just don't want to pay for it because they're gonna be taxing me. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I understand that. So I'm just saying, I can't knock their belief. I can only knock mine.
I can knock it if I'm paying for it.
Yeah, but he's not in America.
Right. I'm not knocking it.
That's true.
That's why I don't vote for none of them everything. That's why I don't do nothing because I'm not knocking that's their country. They gonna do what they want.
Facts. Hey, subscribe to It's a Wobbler on YouTube. Got a channel going up. Shit, got some good stuff on there. EST holding it down. Shout out to
some work, man.
Shout out to Rasta Chris. We always appreciate you here.
No problem. Respect. All right.
Yeah, we out of here, y'all. Till next time. We might see if we will pop out tomorrow, maybe then on a little political tip, and I'll get my boy over here to talk to y'all.
All right. Okay.
Here he go.
All right.
Anyway, good night, y'all. Love.
Good night. Respect. All right.